treasure that's so shiny. I'm a badass asexual polyhedral disorder, and my partners love me for it. I'm a natural 20 when it comes to being me. I'm a time traveler, so Alonzi. I'm a badass asexual polyhedral disorder, and proud to be. I'm a flying ace and fly through outer space. Hello, sweetie. I'm a badass asexual polyhedral disorder, and proud to be. I'm a flying ace and fly through outer space. Hello, sweetie. I'm a badass asexual polyhedral disorder, I'm proud to be. I'm a flying ace and fly through outer space. Hello, sweetie. I'm a badass asexual polyhedral disorder, I'm proud to be. In whatever sitch, like singing on Twitch or playing D&D. I'm a badass asexual polyhedral disorder. You may call me obsessive, but I just border on being a collector and being a dragon that sits atop my treasure that's so shiny. I'm a badass asexual polyhedral disorder, and my partners love me for it. I'm a natural 20 when it comes to being me. I'm a time traveler, so Alonzi. I'm a badass asexual polyhedral disorder, and proud to be. I'm a flying ace and fly through outer space. Hello, sweetie. I'm a badass asexual polyhedral disorder, and proud to be. I'm a flying ace and fly through outer space. Hello, sweetie. treasure that's so shiny. I'm a badass asexual polyhedral disorder, and my partners love me for it. I'm a natural 20 when it comes to being me. I'm a time traveler, so Alonzi. I'm a badass asexual polyhedral disorder, and proud to be. I'm a flying ace and fly through outer space. Hello, sweetie. I'm a badass asexual polyhedral disorder, and proud to be. I'm a flying ace and fly through outer space. Hello, sweetie. I'm a badass asexual polyhedral disorder, I'm proud to be. I'm a flying ace and fly through outer space. Hello, sweetie. I'm a badass asexual polyhedral disorder, I'm proud to be. In whatever sitch, like singing on Twitch or playing D&D. I'm a badass asexual polyhedral disorder. You may call me obsessive, but I just border on being a collector and being a dragon that sits atop my treasure that's so shiny. I'm a badass asexual polyhedral disorder, and my partners love me for it. I'm a natural 20 when it comes to being me. I'm a time traveler, so Alonzi. I'm a badass asexual polyhedral disorder, and proud to be. I'm a flying ace and fly through outer space. Hello, sweetie. I'm a badass asexual polyhedral disorder, and proud to be. I'm a flying ace and fly through outer space.
Hi everybody. Welcome to Misty Showtime. Our host for today is experiencing some technical difficulties with Steam VR, so just letting that figure out before we jump in. How are you all doing? I'm just here. Let's get some fucking chips while we're waiting. Oh. I hope you are all doing amazingly. Last night was very fun. Thank you again to anyone who came out. Super good birthday party. Now we close out the week with some roleplay. Once things are set. Huh. Oh, I need to adjust things a little bit. There we go. Yes, it is.
Alright, let's try this again. Maybe my fucking Steam VR will actually cooperate with me.
I believe! Hi, Wolfie. Hydrating. Thank you. How you do? Good to see ya. Steam VR fucking hates us all, especially Hearn apparently, so just he thinks he's got it working, hopefully. Alright, let's try this again. That's how that's it. Actually, let me do that. Then this set crazy again? Yes, it is. It's not... I'm not doing combat, so it should be okay. Actually... do some streamer mode. There we go. Let's go! How's my day? Been pretty good. We'll see if I can hop back in character. Gotta stretch a bit. Whew. Last night was fun. Today should be fun. Yes. I gotta get into character. I gotta just gotta go fast. Gotta be like Sonic. Chicken sandwich. Hello. We're going in.
I crashed again. I have the world link, so it should be fine, but it's gonna be slow to start.
Heck. Okay. All good. If it keeps doing the thing, I can take over. We can fire drill. Hey, thank you, Pardu.
I'll try one more time. If it crashes again for some reason, then I'll make the ping for you to request or whatever.
Thank you.
Oh, this shit's so fucking stupid. I've been in VR for the past 25 minutes now. Is it just VRChat crashing or your VR? No, Steam VR keeps on crashing. My Windows just fails completely. And then my Oculus driver just quits. So that's what the problem is.
Cool. One of these days we really need to try to fly up to that rock. That would be fun. And again, we don't want it to tip over. We shouldn't be that heavy. No. Nah, shouldn't be that heavy. Which one is that? Is that Gertrude? No, maybe not. It could be Phil. No, we need to wake up. There's gonna be s'mores tonight. All right now. Flo, si spoila magica. Look it. Flo, Emmy Lou.
All the bitter winds are coming in, and I'm already missing the summer. Tribor's cold, but I've been told I was born to endure this kind of weather. When it's you I find, like a ghost in my mind, I am defeated, and I gladly wear the crown. I'll be your Emmylou, and I'll be your June, if you'll be my Graham and my Johnny too. No, I'm not asking much of you. Just sing, little darling, sing with me. Now so much I know that things just don't grow if you don't bless them with your patience. And I've been there before, I held up the door for every stranger with a promise. But I'm holding back, that's the strength that I lack. Every morning keeps returning up my window, and it brings me to you, and I won't just pass through, but I'm not asking for a storm. I'll be your Emmylou, and I'll be your June, if you'll be my Graham and my Johnny too. No, I'm not asking much of you. Just sing, little darling, sing with me. And yes, I might have lied to you, but you wouldn't benefit from knowing the truth. I was frightened, but I held fast. I need you now at long last. I'll be your Emmylou, and I'll be your June, if you'll be my Graham and my Johnny too. No, I'm not asking much of you. Just sing, little darling, sing with me. I'll be your Emmylou, and I'll be your June, if you'll be my Graham and my Johnny too. No, I'm not asking much of you. Just sing, little darling, sing with me. Just sing, little darling, sing with me.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Seems like a nice day for music. Yeah. Sorry, we realized we don't know we actually know your name yet. Hi, we're Ebb and Flo. I'm Flo.
I'm Shiloh, Lance Hawk's daughter.
Oh, very nice to meet you, Shiloh.
Nice to meet you too. And then, there's Caleb, you.
Yep. My sister's here too. We share a body. She says hi.
Oh! I should invite my siblings.
Well, we're a little weird like that.
Yeah, because I'm the only one that can actually see my siblings, so now I'm wondering if I share about it with
Oh. Maybe?
I'll ask Dad
You to
later.
talk sometime? Well, hi, Mr. Silver.
Hi, sorry. The flex was Oh god, it's so affecting me. I don't know why, but the flex is like making me hear you as if you're a robot.
Oh. Oh,
That's weird.
was that not right? Yeah, it kind of does. We weren't sure because you said you were Mr. Lancelot's daughter.
Got you. Got you.
Oh,
What about now?
there we go.
Oh, you sound great. Get a
Mm.
little clearer in the throat. Always works.
Believe me.
Sorry, we weren't sure.
No, it's okay. It happens.
You too.
It's a nice day out.
Yep. A good day to stretch the legs, just enjoy yourself. I mean, we
Yeah,
have a beach, but
that's true. You know, we actually haven't gone to the beach in a while. We should probably do that, but we don't know. Leopold's usually really nice to us with a shade.
you know what? We need to try to do a difference once again.
Hmm?
Because it's clear we're getting close to summer, I think.
Oh, we
We're
are in summer.
aren't we?
Mhm.
I was about to say, like, I need to make sure we are in summer.
Mhm.
Maybe we should go back to the snow, make it wild.
No! No! We have plenty of snow. It's summertime. We get all energetic in summer.
Oh, you know, that's a weird thing. Remind me, like, as a Feywise, are you guys, like, which court are you guys a part of? If that's a thing for you?
We were taught by somebody in the summer court. We're Fey touched, remember?
Okay, so... Yeah... I mean, still...
Pork chop sandwiches! Oh shit!
still
Get the
part of,
fuck
you know,
out of
go
here!
to. So, you know...
Yeah, we got our magic. We learned our magic in the summer court.
I forgot about that little fact. Which actually reminds me, because I actually went to a... it was called the Stardust Guild, actually. Apparently that's in the Fey realm. I kind of got lucky about it. Yeah,
Stardust Guild.
it's what happens when you go world hopping.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what they call
We thought
themselves. I
that-
met some pretty neat people, actually.
We thought that was the name of the one in Orlando Saka too, so we were a little confused.
Oh.
Oh, Stardust
That's
Dreamers?
fair. I think maybe they're called the same. Nope, it's Stardust Guild. Huh.
Oh.
No, I think the Stardust Dreamers is what the guild is called in Orlando.
Yeah. Sorry, that's what we were confused by. Weren't sure if they were the same or just like a
Yeah,
shortened.
No, you two are fine.
Hmm.
Well, I was thinking about maybe like if you want some time to come along to actually go visit the place. It's in the Fey realms, but you guys are a lot more adapted to it, and I'm sure it might be fine. Probably check with a guild head first, because I kind of wandered in for the first part. I didn't get any hostile reactions, mind you, so it was
That's
okay on
good.
that front. But
No, what is it in a court?
good
Is it in the outs
question.
court?
It's just in the Fey realms, as far as I'm around. Well, there is like, what is it? There's a boundary to the shadow, something shadow. The forest is all dark and dampened, but this
Oh.
night sky, let me tell you, it is absolutely beautiful. Like, you could absolutely get lost in there. But the people I met so far, I met Cassandra, who I call her Cass. She's actually someone who's learned to be a mage herself. And I was thinking about maybe joining this guild just so I can start over a little bit and just do something different for once. I don't think it would hurt me for the most part, but you know, it's something to try something new to learn new magic.
We understand. That's nice. You already met friends.
Yeah. Uh-oh,
Oh,
incoming.
Oh, hi, Mr. Ryuto.
Hello.
How you doing?
Looking for my fiance.
Oh,
You wouldn't happen to see her?
you're Miss Luna?
Aye. The one and
We
only.
We haven't seen her. At least not recently. We've just been over here, though.
Case, then she would have done. My deductions, I suppose.
Good luck!
Ah, that reminds me, by the way. I found those people that was looking for archive, or found some people looking for archive stuff.
Oh? What was going on?
Yeah, apparently their name. Well, first off, apparently they're flesh golems.
Oh.
So there's that. I don't really mind, but it's they're basically working with Sachi, to put it simply.
Oh.
From my understanding of things. So yeah, which are.
Oh, Mr. Sachi Flesh
So
Golems?
that's
We
what I
met them at the
figured out about
onsen.
that. Oh, well, there you go.
Okay, then those ones. Okay. Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah.
Oh. Hi, Cupcake.
Apparently they can, Oh, there's Cupcake. Actually, isn't there a wind festival coming up?
Oh, yeah, in the acres.
No, not yet. Yeah, I wanted to actually go to it at least and see maybe I can just have some fun. I've been trying to, I guess, get relaxed a bit more. So, you know.
You should definitely do that. Yep, we're gonna perform.
No, I definitely gotta go. Gotta
was
support my two
pleased.
favorite bards.
Good to see you. Look at that. And wait, Miss Luna might perform too. We might need to find some more. Maybe Miss Jazz will. We're trying to get more Bardic Circle in.
Take a look. Not crazy.
Hello,
Oh.
weird flesh thing.
Hello.
Oh my fucking god.
Dogs. Fuck yeah. See? Look, you're already making friends, Morty. You're doing great. Totally.
Aw.
I don't. Respectfully, with all due respect, sir, madam, the flesh thing, I don't really want to be your friend.
Hi!
Oh, that's rude. Cupcake is really nice.
It's weird. It's weird, Rick.
Hi, Mr. Clay.
Apparently.
Judging a book by
Hi, Clay.
I've almost eaten enough
How you doing,
fucking
Silver?
times. I've learned.
I'm doing alright. I actually went on a small adventure myself to a whole new guild for a bit to visit everything, so. It was actually quite of a nice change of pace, meeting some new people for once.
Oh, okay. Oh my gosh.
Whoa, ah!
Playing up
Ah!
in his face.
Mr. Bishop! Ah! Ah, what do we do? Ugh. It's.
Bless you two. Or Gesundheit, whatever you prefer.
Bullshit.
Do you both
What
sneeze,
is-
actually?
Also, according to that
That's
man,
good.
Huh?
This is there.
Do you both sneeze when that happens?
What?
Oh, it's the same body, so yeah.
Alright, jeez.
Oh. Bless you, bless you.
At least we're not Mr. Fable. That would hurt.
Okay,
Alright, what
happened
about
when
Fable?
Fable sneezed?
Oh no, you can't say bless you or anything like that to Mr. Fable because it hurts him. He can't take blessings.
Oh. What about Gesundheit or anything else? Or is that the same meaning?
Well, that's good health. Gesundheit's good health.
Oh. Oh, I actually never knew that. Oh, okay. Oh. Didn't know.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. That's weird. I keep forgetting there's people who, I guess, can't take a blessing. It's a weird way to say about it.
Yeah, you can't like go like that or
there's
anything.
demons.
You know what? Yeah, you did.
Yeah, so like, you know,
I
there's
see.
demons, devils, angels. I mean, how would that work with Bishop now that I think about it? If you say bless you to him.
Mr. Bishop?
Like,
He is
is
a
it?
priest.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
but
was
like,
gonna
isn't he
say,
like a tech priest? So like, you know, do I have to be specific about who we're blessing him with?
We're pretty sure he can just do blessings. He's just a priest. He's a tech priest, but
Okay.
we don't think it hurts him to just say bless you. You could take it as the Omnissiah.
Okay.
I'll say bless you next time when I see him. I'll be very confused.
To be fair, we don't even know if Mr. Bishop sneezes.
Oh yeah, does he actually sneeze? I don't know.
He's
Oh
basically
my gosh.
synthetic, so.
Ah, damn it.
Darn.
Oh. Alright, fair enough.
But does he still smell things? Because if he can still smell things, maybe we can get him to
It's
sneeze.
technology though.
The way, yeah, the way some synths smell, we guess. Hi, Miss Julie.
I know.
Hello.
Hello again.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Oh, that's a question. Miss Julie,
Yeah.
can you take blessings? Like if you sneeze, if somebody said bless you, would it hurt you?
Oh yeah.
No,
Oh,
it
yeah.
has to be a deliberate blessing.
Okay, good.
Oh, okay.
Just saying that seems fine.
Okay.
Mhm.
Alright.
We have to be sure because we have a friend who it hurts them.
You're gonna say walk around.
Oh, really?
Mm.
So when they sneeze, you can't say bless you. Oh yeah.
Good to know.
Alright.
Hmm.
Let's get some insight next time. I feel
Mr.
like
Mabel's
I
just
don't know if I'm
weird.
gonna
Say,
hurt someone.
nice one.
Yeah, that's weird.
Hey.
This is one way.
Nice, yeah, good, nice one.
We're gonna use that next time with Mr. Mabel. We're just gonna say nice one.
Yeah, good, yeah, nice one.
Nice germs.
No, you yell, it's a new record. High score.
Hi.
Oh lord. Ah, I miss being here actually. I haven't been here since months actually.
Oh, goodness gracious. Wait, was
Yeah.
the last time I saw you was when Shamble was here? Like, in
Yes.
this area, that is.
Yeah, that was
Like,
Christmas.
to clarify, I was going to say, like, goodness gracious. Wow.
I think last I saw it was Christmas, yeah. It's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, that's so long. Speaking of Shambles, he apparently ate the wedding dress of someone, so...
What?
Yay.
Oh no.
Yeah, they opened up his chest cavity looking for the black ichor because we were like, oh, where did that go? There's a black obsidian ocarina. And then, like, a wedding dress just falls out.
Okay, when you
Oh.
said chest cavity, I thought you meant
Oh,
like he
dear.
ate someone alive through the chest cavity.
Oh, hi, Mix Robin.
I thought that's what you meant.
Could have.
Okay.
I don't know how he did it.
Wait, what?
I mean, I figure you're using your psychic powers.
Damn it,
I
you
call
caught
psychic
me.
guy. Wow.
Cupcake could drown.
Oh,
No,
please don't
let's
drown.
not
No,
do
don't try
that.
that. Come back. No.
Okay, listen. Listen, last time I had to already tell someone to not kill themselves here, and you know, you think that'd be a given.
Yeah. That's like
I feel like everyone has a death wish here.
rule number 2. Besides, don't kill anyone else.
Yeah, yourself is included in that.
Yeah.
Second the rule.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just number 1. Don't kill anyone, including you. You are anyone.
I can't help that I'm stressed.
It's turning into like a babysitting service.
Yeah.
Have
I
you
was
tried
ready to
talking
kill.
to Sam some more, by the way?
I haven't seen Sam lately.
Well, have you tried communicating to him? Because, like, he's, you know, he's just one message away.
I haven't had the time to.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Hmm.
Yeah. From people kidnapping people in my world and using them to predict gambling results. And then
What?
holding them at gunpoint when we show up. And then Arik. And then Leon.
Well, hold on. Arik's been
Yeah.
Arik's okay now. There's people on him, so that he's getting help. So you don't have to worry as much on that one.
He pounced at Jay!
He's getting help, I said.
He was like, cool,
you don't.
I had a full course meal. Let me take a bite out of that.
Again, he's getting help though, at least. So there's that. Okay, it's not Higgs getting help.
I'm not touching Higgs with a 10-foot pole. I'm sorry. The other medics can work on him.
Yeah, that's fine.
There you go. There you go. That was the point I was trying to get at, Robin. At least. So.
Which? Doing.
Are you stuck there, Silver?
No, I'm not stuck here. I can get up.
We'll take a lap. We'll be back.
Oh yeah. All right.
Okay.
It's a pregnant lady right next to
Harry,
me. No,
contain
me for long. I'm not going
No,
near
I'm
you for
talking
that.
about the retrieving my soul at any point. Oh, hi.
No, no.
Good to see you.
She won't get it. She won't get it.
What about? Oh, everything looks so pretty. I'm pretty sure you're literally glowing, but we're pretty sure you always glow, cause yeah.
I'm always glowing.
Exactly.
There's a little issue with that statement.
A double. It's like a flare, but like a good flare.
Luminescent? I don't know. What are we using?
I don't want to be.
Would that be bioluminescent?
I have no idea. Damn it, now I'm thinking. I don't want to think. You do the thinking. I'm tired.
Considering that it's not actually biological, it wouldn't be bioluminescent. Fluorescent technically refers to a chemical process.
Well, then might as well just call me a fucking glow stick now, I am a glow stick.
Oh.
Wow, but a stick is like a long cylindrical.
I saw it.
I will snap your back like a glow stick then. How about that one to kill?
I mean, the fluid would come out, but I don't think it would be luminescent.
Thank you, Pardew.
Close enough.
Pretty good, pretty good. Well, thanks for considering.
Wait, when did you lose?
You're fine, Hearn. Thank you.
When did you lose that arm? Because I feel like that was the arm that I bit.
Fire drill?
Or did I bite the other
Did you
arm?
lose both of them, or?
Yep. We're gonna have to be doing a fire drill soon. Sorry, everybody. Fire drill soon. Fire drill.
Shit, Morty. Looks like we gotta.
Yep, I'm checking the beach just in case. We are fire drilling.
Got it. I should be transitioning over. Let me just double check to make sure I didn't accidentally make it a fucking public. So I did that once.
Been there.
I'm gonna make the pink Pardew for you. New host is you.
Thank you both very much.
What's that? It's green would be US East, invite blue light. Yep, we are Gucci.
I already checked the beach, Bishop.
Got it. Wait for some liquids.
Beach is checked.
Let's check the library. Seems like everyone's out, so.
It's a sick boy.
Oh no, I'm using the wing menu on the quick menu widget.
No, my birthday's not 2 days away.
Wing menu also helps fix it. Here.
Sorry, everybody. Thank you.
All good.
Be in there. Ooh. Fire drill times are always fun. We Oh, Jade Wolf, thank you so much. It was a good day. Gotta go, fire drill. Hey, Nomad. Good to see you. Oh, and G4 was the pork chop sandwiches. Nice. It was good seeing you, Nathan, too. That was fun. Hopefully be able to get there more often. So far, so good. I'm down to like 1 vial of banana oil, though, so fuck.
Dude, he made the most, like, meta stupid joke, because we were talking about the fucking
hello, Plague
and then we
Lord.
got to pirates, and...
Your lordship! Oh my god!
I made myself green for the joke.
Green gang! Green gang. Also, oh my fucking god. I can't. I can't.
Listen, I
Oh my god.
something in place of Chris.
Yeah. Like, don't want to be Cupcake's friend, how dare you?
Listen! I was fucking terrified of
Mm-hmm. That was a good fire drill. Cell does look good in green. Show up to sell more. Yes, you do. Fork's getting a new map soon, too. Its 3rd one. Like an actual proper map, though.
Yeah, check this shit.
Oh. Nice fire drill, everyone! Never skip leg day! Hi, Minkus!
Hello.
Hi. How you doing? Oh, we love your vest. It's so cute. It's really long.
You got my little pink little pink
Looks good. This is the best.
I'm getting a 4th dimensional call.
Oh.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm gonna precision you so that you shit your pants better. Then not all the way until.
Gonna get breeze again. It's nice outside. There we go.
He's not gonna have gun fingers, Clary.
Yeah.
He's gonna have a gun. What if we put a shotgun for his leg?
Oh, then if he jumps my height and lands, he's gonna blow up what remains of his bottom part of his new leg and the floor underneath.
You can use the shotgun like you jump boost. You just shoot yourself.
So basically, it's like I've got my final weapon on Hook's leg.
Nope. Whoa, you're floating.
What if I don't want to get baby stuff yet? What if I want to go get my nails? Oh,
You're gonna get diapers as soon as fucking possible.
It's going to be an elemental.
Hey there.
They don't.
Hello?
Oh yeah, that's right. Little park pod. That's
Oh,
right.
practicing with the dummies.
Oh?
Or the range, technically, we guess. We saw you in front of the archery.
I was trying to train my fire.
Oh, nice.
That's fucking right.
Oh, more fire magicians. Mr. Ash will like that when he gets back.
I'm not a magician.
Oh.
Let's just say I was born with a fire.
Oh. That's not really cool. We're not really good at fire magic yet.
You will learn it one day.
That's the goal, at least. All kinds of magic. Good to diversify.
I'm gonna make my master proud.
Oh, master?
It's Aria. My sensei.
Sensei.
You don't know them?
Uh.
Well, it's Oreo. Oreo's my sensei.
Oh.
Speaking of Oreo.
Oh, Miss Oreo. Oh, we see.
Hello.
Oh, so you're their teacher.
Yep.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Look what happened overnight.
Cool.
Finally.
I call that
Check me
extreme
out.
environment adaptation, also known as requirements to become stronger. Since I'm just going to chalk it up to the fact that you were finally able to go to a volcanic and fiery land despite you just walking like a fucking desert for who knows how long.
I'm not sure about how I feel on purple.
I wasn't walking in the desert.
Then I guess you're just really clumsy because the marks on your feet said otherwise.
Oh?
Yeah, I patched up their feet. They were walking for long as well. You couldn't just ask me for a way to my island.
But how am I supposed to have known
It's called
you
the
back
Nook.
then?
But anyway,
Well,
yeah,
I
let me
forgot
see.
to ask. Don't ask me.
Sorry.
Oh, it's Leo.
But it's good to be back. Feels so refreshing.
I bet it does.
I've been training a bit.
Cool. Have you gotten anything done with that training, or are you just energetic that you're training?
I'm energetic. And I train. Watch.
Aaron, thank you so much for the raid. I'm so sorry you're having fucking Steam VR issues. How you doing, Raiders? What you need?
Can you try casting something?
Like what? Anything in particular? Okay. Let's see. Prestidigitation. Just to make it.
I'm experimenting. Miss Blake is here.
Oh. Oh, you felt that too. Okay.
However, you cast it when she wasn't busy.
Yeah, we were thinking about that too. We had Detect Magic up that night, and as soon as we locked eyes with her, it stopped working.
I talked with Joe.
There was a price that came
I do not think she is exactly.
Yeah. We were kind of thinking about that too.
It's, Because it's kind of not obvious, but
Yeah, it's like kinda sorta probable?
yeah, it's right on that line.
She doesn't seem bad.
No, she's not malicious, it's just quality of her being could be doing.
Yeah. Which is rough. That feels really weird.
She doesn't have any items in her possession that would do that.
Well, that would be the first one we ever met that wasn't just automatically trying to take over things.
This is myself, if you get what I mean by that.
Or at least heard stories of that. This place is just full of interesting people. Yeah, it might not be the best for some people who rely on that a little bit more.
I talked her into getting a contact lens or something.
Oh. Oh, how would that work? Ooh.
No need to come up with an answer.
We don't even know how that would work. Is it like a mirror with a basilisk?
Will be the same as blinding the eye.
I guess there's just a mild concern.
If we're thinking of the same types of beads.
We think we're probably thinking of the same types, but we just don't know how a contact lens would work for that.
Probably has to be something special. Type of lights. You know.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I'm gonna go to the library and take some books out.
Okay.
I can just create a small bit of the Ilshan lines here. And make sure nothing that I don't want gets into it.
Yes. Not to begin with, but later on.
Oh, Miss Evan Flo, I heard you're coming to beach night.
Hi, Mr. Ron. Yep, that's the plan. We might be a little bit late though. Just they might need some more help keeping an eye on things here until. But we'll try to hop out a little bit early.
I'm on. A child's trying to fight me. Tell him to suck my ass. All right, right over there. That one.
Why? What?
That one, the yellow shirt one. Thank you. Look, my security works extremely hard.
Just.
That's a guy in the white coat.
I'm gonna go to the beach and relax for a little bit.
Okay. Beach before a beach.
The beach is dead. No one's at the beach.
Well, Mr. Hamsky isn't even going to the beach. Does Mr. Hamsky actually know what a beach is?
Know where the beach is?
We thought so. Oh, maybe he's just taking the long way around.
Was he not sunburnt for like 3 days solid?
We have no idea. Oh.
At least I remember him overhearing and complain about sunburn.
Oh, thank you, Daniel. Appreciate that.
Yeah, he was crispy.
Hello, friends. Oh, hi there. Welcome.
Hi.
Oh, are people already going to the arena? Mr. Bishop is.
Biggest fucking tea mug I've ever had.
Yeah. Yeah. Go big or go home in an adventurers guild.
I like this mentality. I like it.
Oh, people are already gonna spar soon. Oh boy. Yeah, no, we're not touching that. That's by the way, raiders. Hello, thank you, welcome. I hope you enjoyed your time with her, and though I feel so bad he was having such trouble with Steam VR. Steam VR is the fucking worst, it really is. But hi, I'm Flint. I play Ebb and Flow the Bards. I'm a musician. I stream Dungeons and Dragons and this kind of roleplay and some visual novel voice acting, and I try to do music stuff whenever I can. So, glad to have y'all.
Guy's cool.
I want to know.
Oh, they're not the other type of purple of which you're supposed to be worried about.
Nope.
I'm totally not profiling people based off what color they've been associated with, because it's happened to me so often, and now I'm just doing it out of spite.
Well, Fleet
Oh,
seems
come on!
to like him a lot, so I don't think he's a bad person, so...
This does not include green people. I'm tired of being associated with the plague because I'm green. I'm tired of it.
Green is good! They both start with G.
Exactly.
It's not green's fault.
And besides, the plague green's more of a fucking yellow green. It's like piss yellow.
Green is not a creative color.
I'm going
What?
to kill you.
No,
Green is totally a creative color!
Start running. Start running,
No,
Sapphire.
it was
Start running.
It was a reference.
Well,
I ain't no bitch.
oh!
What was
Oh,
that?
careful!
No.
Don't hit!
What was that?
Oh!
That was the chair. That was the fourth dimensional force of the chair.
Oh.
You better start running.
Okay, I just don't want you to hurt yourself.
Oh.
I'm fine. Fourth dimensionally, I'm fine. This just has a fourth dimensional spring on it. I swear.
Okay.
Thank you, Angold.
Now the actual asshole dragon's here.
Are they gonna
Wait,
like talk
who?
or something? Is this gonna be
Oh.
like the Kardashians or whatnot? Do I need popcorn? Like, do we have popcorn?
No, it's just he. You know.
We can
he's
get
like,
some
"Oh, I'm an
popcorn."
all-powerful dragon. I eat people.
We definitely sell
Rawr."
popcorn. Scaly makes it.
God. I could go for a lot of things right now.
Would you like me to get you a
It's spectral popcorn.
Yes. I mean, I can eat anything. Like, regular popcorn is fine.
I'll be right back.
It's got souls in it, it's just an added bonus.
Aww. Mr. Table's so supportive.
I love that Manta bits.
We can see that.
I'd assume physically and not so physically. Why am I forgetting words? Mentally.
Common's hard.
Common is really hard.
I've been raised on it for so long, along with Scottish Gaelic, and here I am.
Make sure everybody's doing okay. I'm Aspire.
No, I'm gonna
That was great.
Thanks.
Okay. We just got back from birthday. We went to an amusement park.
Oh, that's fine.
Oh, that sounds
Whose birthday was it?
amazing.
Ours.
Oh!
Happy birthday!
Thank you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Dear,
I'm not even gonna try because beat so.
We're having Flo. Hi, I'm Flo.
dear lovely lady.
grandma never student.
Sorry, did I just Happy birthday to you.
Oh, thank you.
Birthday for
You have a very nice voice. You want to join Bardic Circle?
Alright.
Oh, yes.
I feel like anyone that sings
Ebb and Flow wants them to join Party Circle.
Well, yeah! We like hearing more singers.
I mean, Fabric is fun.
If it's somebody's birthday,
I'm going to note down what happens if I give you sugar if you're this hyper without
I
it.
need to stop drinking.
No, I need to start drinking.
Sugar.
And pull out a gold
If
card
there's anyone who needs to start drinking.
with a circle on it that looks like piano notes and it says BC in the middle. There's our contact! It's like a talent agency for people in the metaverse that perform. So you try to find venues for people to sing and stuff.
Wait, hold
Oh
up.
boy.
Hold up. I recognize that voice. There's no way that's actually Ebb.
Huh?
No way that's actually Ebb.
Hi, I'm Flo, but my sister's here too.
No, it's Flo.
Oh, okay, all right. I'm sorry. I've been terribly confused. How are you?
Doing okay. How are you?
It's always going down to
I'm doing all right.
I love it.
I'm doing just fine. A friend of mine said they. Oh, why am I crouching down?
What is going on over
Sorry.
there?
Oh,
I'm the shifting.
it's very
Good to
fine.
see you again.
That's very fine. Good to see you too. A friend of mine told me they were going to send you a track I recorded, and I just wanted to see if you got it.
Oh. We have not yet.
All right, I will make sure to send that your way as soon as I can.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Why? Why do you want me to have fox ears and a tail so bad?
Because you were slaying with me and it's better if you have a tail.
I don't need a tail.
It was, but it's better if you do.
We've seen what happens when we've seen the results of. You know, I'm not gonna say it. It's bad enough as it is. If I make
But if you can,
I was
Miss
mostly
Pryor,
just
you can
hoping
make
I'd run into you
spectral
again.
wings, right?
Point, so.
Well, yeah, I have my angelic wings, but like. I don't
Would that mean you would get a bird tail?
I don't think that's how that works.
I don't want to think about you with a beak.
Oh, but you better be glad I'm not an angel anymore.
You were an angel?
I mean, technically, I'm a.
I was part Deva for a while. Remember when I was Chimera?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, I don't have to keep that secret anymore, even though the shitty job I did with anyway.
Yeah, we didn't even know that was a secret.
Yeah.
I didn't treat it like one because I really can't give any less fucks about myself.
What about the ears?
Fair enough.
Ears?
No.
Well,
Too good to be a kitsune.
What about like a cat? Would you
No.
be a cat?
No.
Well, I'll go through all the animals.
God damn it, I can't.
We still kind of want to see a feathered tail.
anymore.
Just at least a feathered tail to go with the wings.
I have a polymorph.
At least let us solution it sometime.
I turned Elric into a fox girl. I can turn you into one anytime.
Maybe once, so that you can see it, but that's it.
We'll take it.
Be a harpy.
No.
Hey, Clary.
Why?
Thank you for the puffin. This is a polymorph puffin. I'm giving it to you just in case. It's a fox one. I had to spare one just in case I turned Elric into a female fox again to mess with again.
As a fox, though?
Oh,
You spike my
right.
drink and I will fire you. How about that?
As a fox?
I feel like
no, you spike my drink, period.
I feel like it's worse for you than it is for them somehow.
I understand it. But yeah,
Then you'd also have to have the problem of finding a new replacement.
I mean,
Yeah,
I've done it once before. I'll do it again.
For you. We've seen how well that went.
It wasn't me. I haven't been fired.
No, I fired my
The
bodyguard.
entire place will be a frog by the time you do that.
Remember Andromeda?
Instead of being infested about him.
Oh, yes.
Tall, bow. Yeah. She's been released from her contract with
Really?
Yarrow. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
She lost an arm.
Right, we think we heard about that.
I don't see how that's related.
Sounds like she really needs a
It
hand.
really isn't.
Oh
but-
no, she lost an arm because she got out of the contract.
I still don't see how that's related. Is that like the terms?
No, the new contract that replaced the old contract required sacrifice of some sort of blood. And instead of standing there and using her brain for 5 seconds, she cut off her dominant hand. At the elbow.
Can no one just make them a new one, or is it just gone forever?
I think they're in a process of making a new arm, but like, they were thinking about when they pull a bow, and when you think about it, I don't know about you, but I'd want the not real arm to be the one that I hold rather than pull.
You would have to agree with that now learning archery.
Just make them one with no issue, right?
The boy?
I could just make them one with no actual issue.
I think their new family is making them one.
Nah.
G4.
Oh well.
Anyway.
Frankly, watching them do anything is very funny.
I guess that's right. They're meeting me at the Lotus meetup tonight, so.
Really?
Yeah.
Aren't they taking? Isn't Lotus off?
Yeah, they're doing some staff things, and now that I'm a Blossom, I can, do staff things.
I really have been secluded on my island for way too long.
Looks like a noble in its night.
Yeah.
Oh. Are you going to start
All right,
introducing
I'm
yourself as
hungry.
a Blossom of the Lotus like Mr. Tish?
I hate being a game nerd.
Oh, I have the whole. I have the,
Is it
the
on
4
your business
titles.
card?
Yeah, I got new business cards printed because now I have 4
So I need
titles.
to make you a new one?
Your business
You
card's like a
really
CVS
are
receipt
starting
at this
Everyone's been
point.
so busy.
Gnome.
I'm just collecting titles. Okay.
I know, you sound like a gnome.
It's not wrong.
It's more like a receipt at this point.
Well, gnomes tend to be more like name collectors at this point.
My leg hurts.
Maybe you should sit down.
No.
Yeah, maybe you should not stand if you're gonna fall.
We once met a gnome called Valentinez Alcanella Ziak Shushila Boharis, Gamigo Bella Blue Stravari, Talentren Pierre, Andre Chartenhamos, Ivana Vinci Baltus George Deutzel Kaiser III. It was very difficult to call him.
I am impressed.
Yeah, I saw my odds.
What the hell?
That's why we don't know. We haven't met many gnomes, luckily. Otherwise, they would get all jumbled.
Fair enough.
Do you just have that written down somewhere, or do you just remember?
We had to write it down for a very long time, and then we eventually memorized it.
Okay, I was about to say, because if you didn't have to do that,
Though, to be fair, he probably has at least 10 more names since the last time we've seen him.
They're both very powerful. Very angry. One likes to talk, the other one likes to destroy. Apart from that,
Aren't
good
most
people.
dragons angry?
Excuse you.
Let's see.
Some of us have self-control.
I've never
believe
seen
I
Miss
know.
I mean,
Nixie
just because you
angry.
have self-control, then you haven't
Was
seen
a
Miss
tinkerer,
Nixie for
and
long
his
enough.
name was Alberto Hermano Ignacio Mateo Emilio Neo
She was
Diego
very
Nizam
angry
Nicolas
with the veil
Gabriel
for a
Diego
while.
Rafael.
Wow.
Another veil.
Impressive.
Most people just call him
I thought it was.
Dingo.
Well,
That was people.
I mean, I guess that's right.
I'm on the ones without self-control.
Oh, hi, Dan.
Hello, Mr. Rindle.
Alright, I am too hungry for that. I'm going to go. I will
You
see you all
leaving?
later. I'm going to go get food.
Have a good night, Miss Breyer.
Go get food.
I would not be
Hello, Mr.
standing here
Dan.
talking to you.
You wanna know how? I saw
didn't
you
say
walk out
self-control.
here.
I just said to have self-control means that you are also angry.
How are you feeling?
Always angry.
I was waiting, if anything.
See, that's my point. Are you coming with?
The body's getting
I'm gonna be here for a little
fixed, but
Alright,
physically
I'm
I'm
going to
tired
go
as
get
well.
food. Chinese food.
Not fun.
Okay.
We would say go lay on the beach for a while and just get some sun.
Chinese food is good, but not that good to have every day.
I don't have the power supper.
I'll be around, dude, just relaxing for a bit. Get some air. Hopefully what I saw is all it calms. It doesn't get too intense, but
I'm not.
then again,
Right.
who knows?
All dragons have anger.
You all
Some
stay
dragons
safe.
empathetic and
Yeah,
peaceful.
I heard Roderick say something about it, but yeah.
Some are barbaric.
I'll be around.
Thank you.
Some are kind, some are strong, some are weak, some are small.
Dad.
In the end, they're all the same. Just creatures looking to
What
survive.
people are doing over here?
Oh, they are.
That probably depends. Like, it's taking them to the beach.
All the same kind.
Right, okay.
They
I guess it does depend. I guess it does depend on what tube they come from, you know?
Wow.
Like a more slapstick one probably is able to take things for days
Trash!
and shrug it off.
Get up like a bonfire.
Alright, he's busy.
Actually, I think Indigas has mentioned
Well, I
that
hope
he
you have a
has
wonderful time.
Huh?
Take pictures if you can.
What's up, man? I just
I
wanted
know
to say
they
hi.
can't all paint, but
Oh.
one
How
of
you
the
doing?
things I've been collecting, the paint from,
like a friend of mine.
takes hours to come out with these beautiful landscapes. And other
This is
things.
last I saw you were having a bit of an existential crisis, so I just, you know, I know it happens to the best of us, especially when we get, like, blasted out of our
Try to see
minds
if you
on
can find
drugs,
some
but,
if you
like...
can, then.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm aware of that. I'm saying from out of this
got his own portable chair.
Careful now, watch the horn.
Oh, shit.
You know
Bro,
the
you
rule on
alright?
that one, mister.
I'm so glad
You alright, bro?
the future.
Bedroom only.
You good?
I was unaware there were any dragons who could predict the
Yes.
future.
Fight him.
Oh, hang on.
Hey, yo, fishy bitch.
Ah!
Yes.
Man, I wish I could do that. Like,
Hello, Mr. Josh.
They're just kind of
Hello, Miss Rhea.
laid against each other, rotating.
I wanted to. I'm. Hi, Seven. Come here.
Hello, Seven.
I wanted to let you know I'm heading out early. I was fine, but I was awake very early, and I've kind of like I was fine, and then you know when you hit the wall.
Yes, absolutely. Please get some rest, Miss Rhea.
Like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're totally fine.
I love you, little brother.
Man, that showed up at the onset. They told me if you have the... I was called cream cheese and hot cheese.
You make sure you get all the rest you need, okay?
I will do my best.
Have a good night. Huh? Hello, Mr. Tish.
Oh, the guild is very busy today. You're gone.
It is. Apparently, a lot of people are. Well, when they don't have their soaps to watch, they find other places to go.
Sorry, but they do take up quite a bit of time.
Yes. And it's the arena time, so.
Ah, yes, people like to see swords clash.
Some of them do.
That's what fighting is, right? You just clash swords.
Sometimes, at least from what we've seen. People do like to clash swords. Though, to be fair, they shouldn't be actually trying to stab each other too hard. It is a friendly spar, after all.
Too hard. Well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with a little bit of friendly injuries as long as there's.
Oh, yes, exactly. A little bit.
Can do amazing things.
If you need any little pick-me-ups, I'm certain I can help you. Preparing to
We'd rather not have to go all out with
It's a deer
healing.
man.
Oh.
Thank you.
Look, stop messing with my damn legs. I might not be able to fight right now, but goddamn it, if people need medics, I'm willing to heal.
Okay.
If I'm awake.
Yo, Lean Demon!
Do you need to... Alright.
What is up, homie?
Gathering a team then?
I mean, you're always gonna be a Lean Demon to me. Give me a 5. Give me 5.
I'm not sure how the hell I'm a lean demon, but okay.
It is a long story.
It never ends, motherfucker.
I'm
blue, not purple, because
you
are stuck in perpetual torment just as me.
That's
There's only one
not.
way out, bitch.
That's another thing.
Mm-hmm.
A million times better when they're not
I'll square up with you. See,
it takes
isn't it?
it takes your entire arm just to go across his torso.
What are we talking about?
Mr. Tish really can't square up with Mr. Geldier.
This man's. I'm squaring up.
Well, he's capable. That doesn't mean he's doing a great job.
It means...
You may be too much of a twink, Mr. Tish.
Say it. Say it. Say it. You won't.
What?
You should say it anyway.
Now are you pulling people into office? What is happening?
Go on. Say it.
Yes.
Pull to
Tell me
96.
what I should consider.
Roderick.
I'm a very cranky pregnant woman, and I reckon that you say it if you value your life.
I think you would hate what I have to say, Boris. I really
You should say it anyway.
Say what Grandma Bishop.
Sometimes, instead of squaring up, you'd have a better chance of rolling up.
That's it? What the fuck does that even mean?
I have no idea.
Oh, is that Mortician thing?
Oh no, that's a wait. Is that roaming up?
Yes.
What?
Roam up.
The crime syndicate from the 1920s that found a portal into the Metaverse. Also, most of them are
not the worst
undead.
thing the Metaverse has dealt with.
That seems pretty standard for, you know.
We just did a little bit about roaming up and Domani.
If I hear about one more fucking Fae, I'm gonna body slam someone. No.
I mean, to be fair, there are Metaversals who do believe in the Church of Domani.
It's always been a bit strange. We haven't seen a lot of people follow gods. It's very rare around here.
I think one of the more notable converts to the Church of Domani was
I've seen
Scaley.
devils, I've seen gods, I've seen Jesus himself.
Oh, that makes sense.
And I'm
a little bit.
And I'm literally, apparently, the therapist of the Eldritch Pantheon.
But who am I? I just don't know
Actually going on with that statement, I don't want to talk about.
Nothing surprises me. It doesn't.
Rome is a very polarizing topic. And it's entertaining to know it.
Insane. Your laptop does make very nice
Interesting.
tea.
Wait, they make tea?
I should take him
No.
out.
Yeah,
I have some god tea.
Do I know what happened?
I mean,
Because I don't.
certainly they could probably come over. I mean,
Okay,
I can
bitch ass.
give him a
I
call, maybe.
was passed out for the past
I would
3 days. I don't know what you want.
He's a cool chick.
Dude, I agree.
Yes, I know what I said.
Oh dear.
A basic mental function.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
You can explain
Yes.
that one.
Yes. Please explain it.
I'm too tired for this shit.
Yes. I have.
He's very fond of drag, and not very fond of explaining that. And with an amorphous form, he cheats quite a bit, but he's still a him on the inside, apparently.
Sure. I'm married and incubus. This surprises me not.
Exactly.
Fair enough.
This is.
It's drag with extra
This is
steps
pretty
in between.
Of course.
This is very standard for Metaverse. I don't know why people are so concerned about it.
Pretty good at
Wait, people are concerned?
as a substitution for some different.
That just seems strange.
Probably not.
Well, confusion is understandable because that's
Oh, I said
also
blood.
kind of their goal in half of it at least. They are the crawling chaos.
They
They're like
feast on
confusion.
chaos, literally.
Yeah, no,
That tracks more than anything, really.
That stuff.
We've seen a lot of that recently.
Why are there so many people on the hill?
I don't know. I think they're having a meat rack meeting on the. Oh,
Well, Mixty.
A meat rack meeting.
You don't have the cane anymore.
I'm trying to walk around without it. Trying to use my senses more.
Just because they're on a
Oh,
kid again.
alright.
Honey, can I sit down?
I should probably continue to use it, but.
Alright, now I have to do the thing.
Some people might,
You know where shit's
well,
going.
I suppose it's easier to tell from the eyes.
I mean, if they don't know, then I can just tell them. That's what I've been doing.
Well, it looks like so far so good, though. You haven't bumped into anything?
No, I do a lot of this though when I think that a door is coming up.
Oh, that's for the best, really. That's good. Especially if you know it's coming up, then that means you're spatially aware?
Well, I know whenever I'm getting here because, well, there's so much life around, so there's a lot of souls that skitters around in the treetops.
Oh, agreed.
Plus the...
I suppose you see the spirits,
quite a few
too.
people that talk about
all the
how
time,
trees
so...
are alive. Well, yeah, it would just be a ball of flame if it's their soul. And there's Miss Fleece.
Miss Fleece.
Everyone's soul is unique to some degree.
Hello.
I don't know who that is.
Hello. Oh, I'm a friend of Apip's. My name is Hyperion.
We are ebb and flow.
She likes Fleece
Very
more.
nice to meet you.
Apologies, I did not mean to be rude and use the wrong name.
Even after millions of years, I guess some things just don't change in real time, do they?
Wow, the wings are incredible.
Do you know how Mr. Higgs has been doing?
He seems to be alright for the most part. He's having some flux issues earlier, unfortunately, but he's in control.
I seem to have been a bit late by passing out on my couch.
Oh, I see.
I wanted to show him the thing that my uncle left me.
Oh.
It just looks like a hilt, but I would rather not channel Umbra into it right now.
That's understandable. Interesting. Well, if we see Higgs, we'll let him know, but... And that he seems to be doing alright, aside from apparently something... Well, Ludwig says he looks like a used car salesman. He changed his outfit and hair.
Again!
Well, after things happened... He's a bit more purple than blue now.
Well, he did have, like, a purple coat for a while.
He did, but now he's actually purple.
Like that shade of purple? Like mostly purple? Like our friend Hyperion here? No. It depends, I would say.
I'm sorry, comms.
I apologize. I don't think purple's a bad color. I think it depends on the purple, though.
Well, that's good.
Alright, good to know.
I can definitely say it's not titanium, but it's the drunken madness and balls of steel.
Is Blaze here?
Miss Blaze? We didn't know. No, she said she was going to be out, she's helping clean up in Zafira. After what happened on Tuesday.
I wanted to see if she wanted something that I crafted a while back. I made a stake of umbral steel.
Oh.
And I talked with someone and they said that it would be a good fit for her pile bunker, the big gauntlet that has the rods shoot out of it.
Right. Oh, that would be good. We can let her know if you'd like.
Since I can't really make any more.
Message her in staff comms. Is it an umbral steel spike? Alright, we'll do that.
I thought I had made more, but I only have the one, so it's a one-shot thing if Blaze ever needs to use it.
Should she be glad for most opportunities? Oh. Oh. Huh.
You know, ironically, that's the most stable portal I've actually seen for quite a while when it comes to people using portals.
Surprisingly right. Sorry,
Yeah.
a scientific-looking gentleman just ran through a green portal and it disappeared.
Yeah,
this is the most stable considering its science and technology usage.
Yeah.
Anyways, I was mainly coming over here to tell you two that the med bay, I set it up because of the problem that they're dealing with out there. So
Alright, thank you very much.
It's probably going to be needed.
Like I said, depending on things, we might slip out a little bit early, depending on... we don't want to be a target.
Is it?
You're a target.
It's complicated. Sorry, Flux.
It's not that complicated. It's pretty simple. Why?
I suppose so. We didn't technically blow up that facility.
No, but you know, having connections really does do that to you sometimes, and it's the stupidest thing. But hey.
Is this that Radagast business?
Right. Well, we told people we wouldn't get Swiss cheesed again for a while, so...
I want cheese. What the hell are going on there? What the? Whatever.
I don't think you want cheese in this context.
I mean, I know what it is.
We're
Mr.
going to
Shamsky?
beach night. So
Alright.
if you find time, beach night.
Yes, we'll be there a bit later.
Oh,
We'll make sure things are okay here, and then we'll slip out early.
Oh, well, Flux.
No, he's already gone.
Huh?
Huh. Well, they'll have fun, I guess. Is it a meat rack beach thing?
Yes.
I mean, the beach is open for the entire public here, so it's not like they can just, you know, claim the beach.
We're not going to the beach.
Oh, no, not this one.
Oh,
No, they're having their
okay.
own staff day.
I mean, we have a beach here, so.
Our beach day isn't at a beach.
We'll see you later.
We'll enjoy the beach. I might just pass out.
So, beach night. Well, you want to be my plus one?
I might ask later. I mean, the only reason I say later is because there's... Can I join in later? Because, like, there's a problem that's happening. I kind of need to be here to make sure I can heal people just in case.
Oh, okay,
Maury.
that's fair. What? Can I not take silver?
But you can
Don't look
just
at
know
me
that
like that. I know,
he
I
might
know.
try and stop the bonfire. I'm just saying.
He's not gonna stop the bonfire.
What?
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. Like,
You sure about that?
listen, your stuff is your stuff. I wouldn't stop anything you want to do. I'm only here to support it.
I don't. I don't
We are
know,
going
join
a bit
later,
later
I
as
would,
well,
but-
so he can come with us. And
too tired to understand
we can let them know that you
You're
used your plus one?
going?
Yes. Mr. Hansky invited
Yeah,
us.
that works. Oh, he did. Nice. Okay. You know it's not.
Yes,
You know
we
what it
understand.
is,
We're
right?
going to make sure the bonfire doesn't get out of
are
control.
aware.
How you doing?
Ah, I see. Okay.
I'm not great,
Cool.
but I'm
I'll
doing
see you
better
later then.
because my
If you
uncle
do come,
gave me
if
this.
not, don't worry about it.
I should.
Wow, a broken katana. Damn.
That's exciting.
Do you want me to show you what it actually does?
I'll go with that.
Yes. I mean, I'll try.
Because it right now
I'm
just
so
a beach
concerned
broken
about
ass
that,
katana.
but that's... Hey, John, what's up?
I think the only thing you really gotta consider about the bonfire, but I'll probably stay like a good bit away from it.
Good. It's something that's more than what it appears to be, right? Okay, I don't want to see it then. That scares me.
I'll see you later. In the meantime.
Hey, yo.
I see you have a coat now. Looks good on
Actually,
you.
hold on. Come with us.
Yeah. I made a deal with the guy.
She's gonna come here and they'll be like, alright.
Oh, here comes one. switch out of it. No either. All right. So from what we heard, they're not going to a beach. They're going on a beach trip, but they're not going to the beach. They're apparently, Mr. Hemsky said something about burning down an abandoned Walmart and cooking s'mores on it. Which we honestly think is fine. Yes, as long as nobody gets hurt and nobody's really claimed the building if it's abandoned. We don't see what's wrong.
I mean, yeah, just make sure the place is, empty before doing anything, things like that, and, well, I mean, hey,
they might smash some things.
If they
we
want to do
wouldn't be
that,
surprised. They need to vent out their frustrations anyway.
Abandoned.
Exactly. That's all we know, at least, so...
Gotcha.
And then there will be s'mores. And then we just make sure the fire doesn't spread.
Experience life of, yeah, but also a good chance to look somewhere else for once,
Exactly. So yes, it should be fine.
So that means I don't need to bother with getting any beach clothes. I can just stay as I am.
Basically, yes. Though we wouldn't be surprised if some people still wearing beach clothes around the fire, like some sort of odd ritual.
I mean, I assume it's gonna get really hot, so.
That's very true, actually. I'll be fine. We have illusions anyway.
Yeah, I just want to make sure. True. I don't.
Well, we gotta get you working on that.
Constant cast. That's true. Or I can constantly cast prestidigitation, but that would take a while.
Yes, it probably would.
But yeah, I just want to make sure the people who get back okay first and foremost, and then I'll go to it.
We want to make sure of that too. But if we hear they get any bit closer, we probably shouldn't even stay around.
So what you're saying is a quick trip over to there, huh?
Right.
Hop, skip, jump, and a portal there.
Right. We just don't want to we want to make sure that, we don't cause any more hassles, add any more targets. Not really looking forward to hearing that noise.
It just sucks because Higgs is your friend, and literally the only reason why you're probably the most high-value target is because you work with him.
No, that's not the case. We were there when we found the facility and learned the truth, so...
Oh, so you were there even. See, I was still trying to figure out who all went there. Not that I really approve of the decision in the first place, because I think Higgs was acting irrational to this point. But,
But it was the only way we really found out what was going on.
Whoa, no, that's not the part I mean. I mean, kill, death, murder.
No,
decision.
that was after. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was already after he'd start talking to us about that.
Yeah.
He has changed since then.
I don't...
Quite a lot. Way more than you'd think.
I can see he's working on it. However, personally, it's still repeating patterns.
Maybe, but the only really repeating patterns in that has been from the Aether affecting him, not just him. He's honestly been changing that and been thinking before he leaps. At least with regards to hurting other people.
I'll have to take your word on that, so...
Yeah, he even went on an entire mission and didn't intentionally try to kill anyone.
Well, that's good to hear. Just... And his mind state now is the main concern because, like I said, I don't treat Phantom as Higgs. Phantom, no matter what, it's not.
No, we're in agreement. We're in agreement with you there. We don't think it is either. He might still believe it, but he believes it because it's his hands.
Right,
it's one of those things.
Also, the thing I'm worried about is
It's not just him. A lot of people have had that, where if they do something with their hands, even if they're not in the control, they still feel responsible.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying that I gave this idea, really, but it's just Phantom pretending to be Higgs. Because, I mean, everything's proving that's a possibility from whenever I asked about what Ethereum does, messing with memories or personality, things like that.
We don't think it's exactly like that. We think the actual Phantom is the one that goes rampaging. When Higgs is in control, he's overpowering that. The chill Phantom that we see walking around would be Higgs. No. We think the chill Phantom that wanders around is just Higgs in control of that Phantom. Higgs has pushed his own will on top of it, but when that will gets taken over and takes over him, that's when the actual Phantom comes out. And that's the one that attacked everyone.
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong, that I still agree to that. It's just, even the chill one, I think it could potentially be, whether Higgs believes it or not. And don't get me wrong, you're right. It could generally be Higgs controlling Phantom. However, there's nothing stopping saying Phantom's pretending. Don't get me wrong, you're right. It could generally be Higgs.
Oh, sorry, we flexed out really hard there for a moment.
Well, Flux, that hit you too? Yeah. Same here, but yeah, it still could be Phantom pretending to be Higgs because there's nothing stopping saying that the Ethereum can be calming either. So, and I can't prove this. I only have, you know, the evidence of what I've been told what Ethereum can do. But I just know that most of the time when it's Higgs, it's pretty obvious. I'm just glad he's not here when he heard about the problem because he's gonna run straight forward into it. Which I'm glad he's trying to solve, but...
No, he said he wouldn't run straight forward into it. Like we said, he's changed. He even mentioned it in comms. He didn't want to be shot today.
Yeah, but you can still change your thinking on a dime.
Maybe, but at least at the moment, he wasn't. And either way, we won't know. So we have to take his word for it right now.
Yeah.
Hello, Mr. Dan.
Yes. Hi, Dan.
Hi. Everything all good?
Yeah. We were just talking about the beach day that Hamsky was going to be hosting, so...
Yeah, they're all going to some, like, Midrak beach night. Hope they have fun. I heard that... I'm probably not going to that. Not really associate much with the Midrak myself.
Well, you need to rest anyway.
You're supposed to be like a member of the Midrak, and yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm just a visitor. So...
Oh, here comes Mr.
Plus,
Tribble, Miss
I'll probably
Clover.
just pass out after today. Bloody tired.
Did you gain an accent? You sounded like you gained a dwarvish accent.
Sultry, I guess?
Okay, sometimes I do that with my voice. It's a full old habit. My voice accents are weird for me.
We see. We weren't sure if you'd been learning dwarvish. It seemed to have a dwarvish brogue to it.
I don't know, man.
I mean, have you ever heard of those dwarvish charms that people talk about? Those dwarves really know the way of words.
We've actually met plenty. We've met a few really good dwarven bards.
Like this. Sometimes they just talk.
They have the best stories.
I don't know so many bards. Yes, dwarves do have the best stories.
And breakfast beer.
I guess so. You have to try one of those. Actually, no. I've had one of Thorgar's. It's like a ale that's like a, or was it a some sort of spirit that was like a friggin' full-on meal involving apple pie and stuff. It was good. That was a good one right there. But as for my voice, it's never consistent. Sometimes I mess around with it, sometimes out of old habit.
That's fine.
Trying to...
We just weren't sure.
I was never satisfied with my voice. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's still new.
Of course.
Hey. Plus, when I get tired, my voice just messes around too. It's what it is.
Suppose we should stay closer in case we hear back that people are coming back.
Yep, I was thinking the same thing actually.
Oh.
Hold
Hello,
on,
Mr. Dexter.
Hello.
It's good to see you. It's been a while.
Looking awesome as always.
I look the same as always. Hello.
That's why you're always looking awesome.
Hello, Mingus.
Hello, Mingus.
Oh, Mingus.
Hello, Mingus.
Ayo.
Someone in the medical bay, they don't feel so good, Kupo. I
Oh.
went up to the medical bay with my hand.
Speaking of the devil.
Thank you very much, Mingus. We'll make sure they're okay.
Thank you, Kupo.
Alright. And away we go. I really need to figure out a better way to get us through here. Well, think about it. Like, I could portal us there, but, like, you know, it's still
That's fair.
a long way there.
Oh, Leo. Oh, pardon. Oh, sorry.
Excuse us, sorry. Leave it to the medical.
Never skip leg day.
Nope.
Thank you.
We definitely do need an outer door, though.
Yep.
Once I get the blacksmith's shack working. Oh.
Yep.
Oh, hello. How are you doing? What
What's up?
happened?
So, it's fucking stupid. I drank a whole bunch, and then I ate a whole bunch of sugar, and my cyberware really didn't like that. So, you know, I'm all like dizzy and shit, and my limbs don't seem to be working too good.
Oh. Are they all cybernetic? What organic?
Oh yeah. Like my middle bit and my head are organic.
Oh.
So like.
Well, we might be able to. Let's see. Might at least be able to get out some of the toxins. Oh, that's Arya.
Okay.
Mr. Rodrix. Are you still here, Arya?
And there they go.
Oh, let's see what we can do.
What's up, homies?
What happened with him, if I may ask?
I did some dumb shit, is what I did.
Of course.
Apparently put some things that are considered toxic into his system, and now it's messing with the cybernetics.
I drank a whole bunch, and then like did a shitload of sugar, and my processors ain't happen to be working too good. They're full of shit, and then I'm gonna shoot them. Ways of sugar, and my processors ain't happen to be working too good. They're full of shit, and then I'm gonna shoot them. Ways of sugar, and my processors ain't happen to be working too good. They're full of shit, and then I'm gonna shoot them. Ways of sugar, and my processors ain't happen to be working too good. They're full of shit, and then I'm gonna shoot them. Ways of sugar, and my processors ain't happen to be working too good. They're full of shit, and then I'm gonna shoot them. ways of and my processors ain't happy to be working too good. They're full of shit. And then I'm gonna shoot them.
We have to go see Tim.
Ways of
Tim, where are you?
And my processors
There's
ain't
Tim.
happy to be working too good. They're full of shit. And then I'm gonna shoot them. Ways of and my processors ain't happy to be working too good. They're full of shit. And then I'm gonna shoot them. Ways of and my processors ain't happy to be working too good. They're full of shit. And then I'm gonna shoot them. Ways of and my processors ain't happy to be working too good. They're full of shit. And then I'm gonna shoot them. Ways of and my processors ain't happy to be working too good.
I can't even.
They're full of shit. And then I'm gonna shoot them. Ways of and my processors ain't happy to be working too good. They're full of shit. And then I'm gonna shoot them. Ways of and my processors ain't happy to be working too good.
I cry. Well, I'm sorry, friends. Yes. Oh, damn it. I just wanted to use my siphon ability. It does sound like he gave himself diabetes. Diabetes. Alright, let's get out of that. Where's my healer? Here it is. Okay, does this one work for... No, I don't have... Oh, do I? No, fuck. Well, this will be close enough. That will be close enough. I gotta see if I make it back in. Should. Close enough for government work, yep. Diabetes, oh my god. Requested, just got back on. Thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream? Hi, raiders. I just fluxed out, so I'm getting back in. Oh, curse the flux. Sorry. The flux is the worst.
Flux is awful.
It really is.
Oh,
hello, Waffles.
Alright, they're saying toxics. They just got water from Dan here. They are apparently human / with cybernetic parts to them.
Okay.
As stated earlier. And they're not allergic to any magic, so we're good on that front, except for corpos, which didn't really get clarified, but doesn't seem to be a problem.
Don't worry about it. It has nothing to do with magic unless they're shitty.
Fair enough. So let's focus then on let's see if we can at least siphon some of these toxins out and get things working again.
I'm gonna be watching this because I really should learn how to do that.
This is less magic that we learned and more a little help we were given. So there's just going to be some tendrils of greenish energy that just start to pull through the pores as if there's like a little bit of like liquid mercury with a greenish tint to it being pulled out. It's it's uncomfortable.
Okay.
And it slowly draws towards the orb here and gets a little bit bigger bit by bit. Alright. Still getting used to this, so we have to go a little bit slowly. We don't want to hurt you.
Make it hurt. It hurts, therefore it feels good.
And please don't be a masochist when we're trying to heal you.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You opened.
I think they meant that you're taking away the pain, not hey, you're hurting me.
No, you
deal.
literally opened me up to banter, and I'm not gonna miss my chance.
Alright. And once the orb is about the size of it is currently
like detoxing someone would be a dialysis, but we don't have
the wisps slowly go away and just fill up the orb, and then they
well, your body will probably now be a bit of a shock from the expiration of the poison in you, but
definitely make sure
take it easy.
Yeah, let's put more water to replace that, and may need some painkillers. Thank you, Mr. Dan.
Pardon me.
Be careful.
Could you please sit down for a sec? We go get the painkillers from the shelf over there. Waffles. Thank you.
Alright, take it easy. It still might be sore for a bit. Well, please don't pull weapons in the medical wing.
I'm good. Whew. Sorry. That's just kind of how I test my reflexes. I'm Gucci mate.
You might want to keep a pen in your pocket or something.
Seriously, your white blood cells are definitely going to be in shock about the fact that, hey, what they're fighting is now suddenly gone, which means it might cause a little bit more problems in the future on.
Definitely make sure to get a lot of water and go slow, at least for a bit.
It'll be alright. Hey, you got a light?
No. In fact, I don't condone smoking inside here, but you know.
Let's get the water right now.
I have the water right here. Here you go.
Thank you, Mr. Dan.
Thank you.
Please don't smoke inside here.
Yeah, please don't.
Ooh, that's the good stuff. Thanks, homie.
It's
So is this like the? Is this the? part where you tell me to like avoid leafy greens and like don't smoke, don't drink.
At least not in the medical wing. We pray.
All right. I will be. I will
It
be
could make
respectful
others
of your
noxious
rules.
here, and
Thank
we
you.
will have some people coming back. So yes,
Okay.
thank you.
All right. I won't do it. Thank you for
Outside is
being
fine.
kind and treating me and being patient with my bullshit. I'm gonna go do that again.
Motherfucker. Unfortunately, here's a new lesson for you, Waffles.
If he does that
People
again,
are
don't let
stupid.
him back in here. He should go to a hospital.
Exactly. You learn people are gonna do some stupid shit. But yeah.
Cyberpunk,
again, thank
hell
you
yeah.
for coming over. I'm glad to
Did
have
you finish
as my
it?
apprentice, Waffles.
Yes, he did.
Yeah,
Ugh, the shit we have to deal with as healers.
I'm going to be... Say again?
Prestidigitate.
Indeed. I'm going to be around for now. You all stay well, yes?
Yes, you too. Take it easy. You should honestly not be working. But thank you for grabbing water.
Unfortunately, for me, I'm also kind of a stubborn bitch.
You're down. Yeah, we kind of noticed. Wait, your stubborn bitch, he's really good at what he does, so just be careful.
Yeah.
Somebody get hurt?
Someone
Kinda.
indulged too much in
hi
booze
there.
and sugar. Hello.
Hello. Hi.
Yeah, and this is the medical room.
Time
You ever
to
get
Welcome.
any healing?
Or a personal rescue, or...
Hi,
Higgs.
Excuse me.
Oh,
Hi. I took care of my flux issues.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it was fucking stupid.
Flux
Anyways,
be a bitch.
is everything good?
Yeah, so far.
Most parts of...
People went to deal with stuff. And...
Cool.
Somebody had too much sugar and messed up his cybernetics, and now he's probably going to do it again, and we're not going to heal him this time. You gotta go to a hospital if he fucks up again.
Well, too much sugar and hooch.
Yeah.
How does sugar fuck up cybernetics?
I don't know, it's sugar and hooch, so...
Probably messed with his brain, and his brain controls the cybernetics.
Melting, like, gets stuck into gears.
Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe a sugar rush, mess with his brain, and then the, just...
Yeah, that's what we thought.
Mess with his brain. Or just a dingus, I don't know.
¿Por qué no los dos?
I just realized something, Miss Evanflow.
Huh?
Tiny healer squad.
Yeah. Short squad! Short healer squad!
Come
on. I did it on purpose. I was gonna try to sit down, but I did it backwards.
Are you one of those cool guys that sits in the chair backwards?
This is easier.
Oh.
This is easier.
Look, at least, with all due respect, it is better than Jimmy and his infinite chairs.
What?
True, I have infinite chairs now, and no one can stop me.
No!
I should introduce you to Jimmy sometime.
You didn't actually do it!
You know what this means, right, Higgs? You know what this means? Infinite chairs throw at people.
True.
Unlimited chair works?
I'm sorry to do this to you, Higgs, but
You know, what if you just want to, hey, you have any weapons, items, or consumables? Yeah, chair, chair,
You're right.
chair, chair, chair.
I miss Patty!
Keith! Why did you have to flex my superiority on him like that? That's
What
not
happened
right.
to his chair? Where did he put the chair?
He summoned it.
so he just dismissed it.
Oh, these jerks, my god.
I make my chair, it's still myself, so I'm just sitting on myself.
You can make a chair.
So, Clover, what you mean is when you smash them with a chair, it's the ultimate bitch slap.
Nope. Okay, sure, maybe.
These fucking nerds.
You know, just if you crush it and mold it hard enough, it can be a chair.
Why does he have... Of all things, he can...
It's Higgs.
Okay, yeah.
At least it's just a chair, we guess.
Yeah, I mean, but, like, doesn't he get bothered by chairs that look like that?
We don't know. Maybe it's because he made it. Maybe it's not so scary when you make it yourself.
Huh. And maybe this could be a pathway to having him feel comfortable with all the other chairs that look like that.
Ethereum exposure therapy. We're gonna tell him.
Yep, I wanna hear it.
Higgs! Is this just your Ethereum exposure therapy to those kinds of chairs? Since you made it yourself, it gets you not scared of them anymore?
Maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. I'm still working on the details. At some point, I'm just gonna use weaponized only chairs, and then I'll be good.
I mean, that's a plan.
Are you gonna become one of those wrestlers we heard about? He has the chair! He has the chair!
No. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna create a very large slingshot. I have a chair, Brindle. Watch this. Bam! Chair! What the fuck?
Why? What?
Nope.
Okay, does it do
Sometimes
anything?
you need to sit down.
It's a chair!
But okay, but can you fly in it? Like why do you just
It's a chair!
now? Why do you just summon? Is that where you're dying from? The ability to summon chairs? Is that why you've been scared of chairs the whole time?
Maybe.
Okay, you know what?
It's exposure therapy.
I can just say hi. Fair enough. Okay, I can just say hi. Hi.
Hi, Mr. Brindle.
Hi there.
Chair. What
Chair.
the fuck? Can you summon other things?
Chair. Why is it like the chair comes out of your butt?
I've only been able to get it to like I have to like okay so here's how it is, right? So my brain jackal said that it's like a manifestation. I have to figure it out, and I have to like do like work it with my mind. Like I am the focus. I asked him if I needed the focus. He said I am the focus. So I'm like, okay, all right, I understand. So I just picture sitting in a chair. That's why it comes behind me. It's because I'm trying to sit in a chair. But I also think I
you have to
kinda fucked it a
poop
little
out
bit
your
too.
exposure therapy. We get it.
Technically, doesn't that mean you can just like, so he can basically imagine whatever he wanted, and they can appear. He can imagine two guns and they'd appear. That's cool.
I mean, kind of does that anyways.
Oh, come on! Hanks, don't block the door!
You can blame Higgs.
Yeah, we know! Hanks, don't poop out your exposure therapy roleplay in front of the door!
Already out the door.
Don't poop out your roleplay exposure therapy, Higgs!
Did I just hear something horrendous?
I told him next time he does something like that, putting bounty on him and making sure those chairs from Orlando South can take it.
Oh no! We thought this was just exposure therapy for that fear.
You treat him like a dog, shove his nose in your fucking
That's one way to get there, I think. How you doing?
When I went to Orlando,
If you decide to leave,
Hi, Mr. Keith.
a very safe journey back home.
Hi there. How you been?
Hi there. Oh, wait. Mr. Derek?
Mr. Derek.
Huh! Whoa! You got all swole.
Yeah, buff now.
Nice.
But I'm still
Looks
the same idiot I am.
Noted. We like it. Looks good. Outfit's nice.
Thank you. Hope you two are doing good as well. Pat pat.
Yep. We went to an amusement park for her birthday yesterday. It was fun.
Oh, it was like a later birthday then.
Happy birthday!
I have to get you.
Thank you.
Give me a moment. I think I'll have to get you something, but I'll be sending a present your way.
Oh, you don't have to. We appreciate it. Don't worry, though.
No,
It's just
no,
nice when
no.
being able to see everybody.
I am a good friend, and I like giving my friends gifts when it becomes their time of, celebration.
Thank you, Mr. Derek.
Previous birthday. Has it already been 1 year in the fucking metaverse?
Guess so.
I've been here for 1 year as well, Chief. Full 1 year
Hey.
as well since I've arrived here.
Time go. Happy
Those are all
birthday,
over the
though,
place.
anyway.
Thank you,
I
Mr.
can
Brindle.
finally say it to you properly without throwing up now.
We're proud of you. That's the best present we could get.
Hope it was a good one.
Fair enough.
Good times. Well, I hope you enjoy your day. May fortune guide you too well.
Thank you. Thank you. As long as everybody's okay today, that's what's important.
Yeah.
Just some bad insomnia for me.
Do you know where I can get a bag of holding?
What's that?
Where I can buy one?
Oh. Actually, Miss Vupa can probably make them.
I'm completely stressed over the situation.
Vupa? Who's that? What?
The little kobold artificer?
Not much I can do about that.
The one that's connected to Captain Alexander?
I've had people offer me, stuff to help me.
I think.
Problem is, it's not
I don't know.
I think we were on a mission with Captain Alexander once. The four of us. Yeah, they're a little kobold. They also wear like an iron suit, iron kobold.
Okay, I'll keep my eyes peeled. Thank you.
Yeah.
They should actually be in comms, we think.
I believe so.
Maybe.
They are also in scout comms, if I remember correctly.
I carry a lot of shit.
I'm not the
on me,
host.
So I figured I'd get like a bag of holding or something and take care of my stuff.
That's a good idea.
Hey, I was
They're
thinking
useful.
this. What if I just had this idea? Like I remember I pitched this to like Ryoto back in the Nook. Think of this: a cooler of holding. That way, when people go to the beach, they can have an amount of.
No, that's something different. It's called a bag of colding. It keeps things cold.
Oh, cold. Okay. Fair enough. Is it a cooler and it's just like endlessly filled with ice?
Well, it's not filled with ice. It's just enchanted to be really cold inside, so anything you put in there stays cold.
Fair enough. Okay.
I was gonna say, if it was full of ice, it'd be a bitch to clean it out afterwards. That ice would melt.
Yeah, and that would take up most of the space.
Oh my god, can you imagine what would happen? Like, what would happen if you fell into a bag of holding? What would that look like?
I don't want to know.
Well, technically you can go inside bags of holding. There's just enough air for only 10 minutes, so you gotta get out.
Oh. Okay. I'll make sure.
Yeah, definitely be careful of that.
Suit next time I go into the void. All right, fair enough.
And just don't go into a bag of holding.
Don't go to a bag holding, got it.
And definitely, okay, first things first about knowing about bags of holding, do not put a bag of holding in another bag of holding. And don't put a bag of holding in anything else that is a pocket space, a pocket dimension. Anything like that, ever. Ever.
Okay, why? What
It creates it creates a rip in reality to the astral sea and you get sucked in, so don't do that. And it also breaks both bags.
Do definitely put it in a portable hole, though.
Don't do that, no.
Ignoring you. What is the astral scene?
It's a plane of existence that's just like pure astral energy. It's just like an infinite sea of anything. It also creates an explosion when it does that, because that's what creates the tear to the astral sea. So you can get exploded first.
Remember when you gone to like summer camp and then you come home and your hamster was gone and your parents said, "Oh, he ran away"? That's where your hamster went.
What? No, I never had a hamster.
No.
And I never went to camp.
I am so sorry. I am so sorry.
Don't be.
I am not the host. You gotta look at the Discord and see who the host
Will
is.
try to kill me. Alright. What?
That's how the lobbies like these work, Raven.
Are you drunk again?
Yes.
Space warped.
God damn it. Pull out guns again?
Not this time.
Don't.
Not,
okay.
Nobody's
good.
being mean to Luigi, so I don't need to defend his honor.
Alright,
Yeah. There's no bags of holding inside other portable spaces, like portable holes or other bags of holding or anything like that. Otherwise, explosion, you liquefy, and then you get pulled in the astral sea.
That's terrifying.
That's something I kind of wanted to try. Now that you mentioned a bag of holding, like a bag of holding that is like the inside of my coat.
Mr. Brindle is thinking about getting a bag of holding, so we were telling him what not to do with it.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I can't do a lot of shit on me, so I gotta...
This one's a bag of holding. This one is every one of my pockets is a bag of holding. But they have
Here's what you gotta do. Here's the pro gamer move, right? Make a bag of holding the inside of your coat.
I have nuts in this one. I have a pair of extra, well, a bunch of
So like you can just
pants
reach
in
and
this one.
pull out a rocket launcher, and no one will understand.
Nice. It's like Kitsune in this one. It's Katsuo, but she's T-posing.
Aww.
Hey, Gamma.
Man,
I mean, what do you think of carrying all my guns?
Yeah, we carry less of our bag of holding too, because we're not swole enough.
I'll tell you that right now. Almost like...
Baby, I carry my guns on. God dang.
We normally like put that in the bag of holding. Actually.
Holy shit, I am
Look at this bicep right here.
Bag of holding.
Nice.
There we go.
I may be scrawny as fuck, but I am cybernetic as hell.
Male performance.
But too much sugar and then he's stuck in the med bay.
Yeah. Wait, no, I don't think it's fine.
Sugar and alcohol.
Oh yeah.
Nope.
Not something I think I can do again. Something I want to do again, not something I will do again.
Hit the button on the top, and about 30 seconds, it'll teleport you to the shuttle.
Yeah, I can't do anything.
This is my favorite job, just saying shit to make the medical professional, like, obscenely nervous.
Okay, guys.
Please stop.
Not nervous,
I mean,
disappointed.
you'd be happy if you're giving him a job.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Lobby might also be full. We have a lot of people today.
You're a good person. You're providing medical experts with jobs.
Okay.
Yeah, but next time if you do it again after we warned you against it, you're going to a hospital instead, because we ain't healing you.
Fair enough.
I once lost my foot, and then it grew back in like a week.
Wow.
Boot and everything.
Whoa.
But not the
That's
boot,
pretty
the
badass,
boot,
really.
The boot and the nib.
Who just walked in?
Huh?
Who, what? A woman?
Who just walked in? Yeah.
A person. Something. Someone.
Homie,
Person.
I'm weak. I am weak.
Have you lost? Are you losing? Oh, look at you. No.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
I mean.
I know that.
Hi, Not.
Hey, Not.
What's that?
What's your name, if I
He's
may ask?
big.
Hmm.
I mean, we're having a bit of trouble with the door image.
Oh.
Oh, you,
Yeah, a little bit. We just
What's up, big tree, homie?
It's good to meet you.
Oh.
No, dab him up.
Oh.
Hey, dude, it's all good. It's all good. We're chill. We're chill.
Yeah, trying the best myself so far. Injuries, I'm taking a bit lightly today.
On the night,
My friend Lila. Don't crush my hand. Do not crush my hand. This one isn't.
That's gonna be the tricky part. Putting someone against your neck, your negativity will slowly go into it. You're gonna feel like you're being given hard twice.
Have something to help us, but that's gonna take a bit of like training and working out what the power source of it is, you know?
Alright then.
Because I
Okay,
can
with
control
that, then I
sand.
will shoot away and I'll see you later.
Yep. See you later.
It's a nice lift though.
Sorry that I'm in the way of the door.
Sorry.
What's that? Hi, Miss June.
Where's the other guy? You go.
Oh.
I'm gonna dab him up. Weren't you gonna help me dab him up?
Is everybody just inside now? I mean, guess so. That's right, we are waiting for people.
Again, if they attack us, attack them on the ground, they are fucked.
Oh, yeah. As you can. Yeah, so don't get taller. The only things I've been.
The one voice that they had was familiar.
They remind you of someone or something?
Oh. 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 Oh.
Did you know him well?
Yes, you're in Booba.
Yes, I am. Hi, Knock.
Oh. Waffles. There's something we wanted to show you in the medical bay in case of emergency.
Did they ever teach you anything?
Okay. So over here, you'll see a 3-ring binder that's green that says emergency mass healing word. We made a couple of these. Gonna open up the binder. There's a couple pieces of parchment with various little symbols on them in the shape of award runes. So basically, if any of the magical people aren't around and people need healing and can only be healed magically, or they need magical healing, make sure anyone else around can take magical healing. If they say they can't, or people know they can't, then don't think about them, or focus on don't doing it to them. But what you do is you take one of these pieces of paper and you rip it, and that will cause the spell effect to go off. And then it'll fill the entire room. So anyone who you want to be healed by it will get healed. We only have a couple of these right now because they're kind of expensive. They use like diamond dust and stuff. But we're working on making as many as we can as an emergency for you all. Oh. Okay.
Can you repeat it again so I can take notes of it?
Sorry.
It's okay. Can you repeat it again so I can take notes of it?
Oh, okay. So what you do is if people need magical healing in here and there aren't any magical healers around that can do it, You just make sure that anyone who can't take magical healing, you focus on not having them be affected. You think that in your mind, and then you rip the page, and the spell will go off, like one of our mass healing words that we usually do. That way you can cast it in an emergency. But we only have a couple pages here, so they're mostly for last resort. But then everyone in the room should get a mass healing word like we usually do. So we wanted to make sure you knew about it.
Awesome. One last question. Are any of the runes like marked or on what specifications or what wounds that I need to rip out? Not to heal.
Oh, for ripping it up, you just they're on the page. You just rip the page itself. It doesn't matter. That's a trigger for it that we made when we were putting together the glyphs. So we just had it that anyone who tears the page, it'll have the spell go off in the room.
So I just rip any of the pages for any of the wounds.
Yep. It'll be about as effective as our usual mass healing. It won't be as good as a cure wounds that we concentrate on all the time, but it'll at least give minor to medium injuries usually. It'll at least give something. It'll be a good start for closing and keeping things from bleeding out. So just definitely make sure that it's the same with any magical thing. You make sure that the bullets are out or anything before you pull it. And then you make sure that anyone who can't do magical healing, you focus that they're not involved in the spell. And if you think about them not being affected by it, they won't be affected. That's what we usually do when we're out in the field. But everyone else in the room should be affected.
Okay, got it. Thank you so much, having fun.
Of course. I wanted to make sure you knew, just in case it was just you and Mr. Dan and people needed magical healing. So, we'll try to make more. But hopefully you won't need it too often.
Yeah.
Yeah, in case you forget anything, the notes that we just said are basically on the inside of the binder there.
Thank you so much for the info. Thank you so much for the info.
Of course. Thank you for helping us out. We really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Normally I just kind of just... Is that the kind of frog where if you lick it, you get like obscenely high? Yeah.
I appreciate someone's urgency to find a way around.
Mr. Dexter.
Right.
Mr. Dan.
Hello.
You've seen our binder of glyphs of warding for mass healing word, right? We were letting Waffles know about it.
I believe I've heard about it before, yes. Yeah, good.
Yeah, the binder's there on that back table in the corner.
We'll be needing those soon.
Hopefully not. It's mostly just for an emergency if people need magical healing and there aren't any magical healers around. If it's just you and Waffles or anything like that.
Yes.
But yeah, just rip one of the pages and make sure bullets are out first. You know that. And if anyone can't have magical healing that you know about, you focus on not getting them healed. Those people healed, and it won't do it. So that way they won't get hurt.
So focus on what first? You said.
You get out any bullets, obviously, because it would heal over otherwise. But then also,
yes.
if you know anybody in the room that can't be affected by magical healing, or if it hurts them, make sure to think about not affecting them. The spell won't affect them. You just gotta know ahead of time so you can tell the spell not to do it. Then you just tear a page and it'll go off on its own.
Understood.
You only have 2 of them there right now, though. They're a little expensive. But we'll try to find some more diamond dust.
Hmm.
I like to keep them a little gloopy, but not like totally gloopy, you know?
If you're optimal, that means you're anything.
It should at least help
How
people
much do diamonds?
stabilize.
How
from,
much do does one of the components cost?
We think about, it's usually like 200 or 300 gold pieces worth of diamond powder, and some other.
I see.
Yeah, some other things, and we need some inks. We actually technically we put it in the inks to make the wards, or the glyphs. And then it takes a lot of mana.
I see. Well, maybe I could assist a bit in getting some supplies. I do get paid quite a good bit from some other jobs, medical, of course. So they could help
You shouldn't be
chip in.
putting your actual funds towards that. We'll work on budgeting. Hi, Mr. Tack.
We good with medical. I know there was something about Radagast, but I guess down here.
Yeah, they haven't come back yet.
We're waiting for them, if possible.
What?
Oh, Mr. Tack. That's something we can tell you about too. Have you seen the binder on the back table in the medical wing?
I haven't. I just got here.
Oh no, we've had it for a couple days, but basically we wanted to let you know it's something we've been working on. There are a bunch of glyphs of there's 2 glyphs of warding in there right now, in a green binder on the table. You can't move also you can't move that binder from the table more than 10 feet. Otherwise, the glyphs will stop working. That's why we changed it down.
Gotcha.
But there are 2 pieces of parchment in there, and basically they make it, if you rip one of the pages, it'll put off one of our mass healing words like we do. In case people need emergency magical healing. Yeah. All you have to obviously make sure bolts are out first, and then also make sure that if you know anybody can't take magical healing or it hurts them, you just focus on telling the spell not to heal them, and it won't heal them before you tear.
I'll try.
Otherwise, it'll go through the room, so anyone else can be affected. Yeah, it's a green binder there. Yep, we made those notes inside the opening of the binder so people can read them.
Indeed.
Yeah. I figure they're just good for an emergency. They're kind of expensive to make, so we only have a couple so far.
We'll make sure to only use them if, like, we have a bunch of people critically.
Yeah, we want to at least have something for you guys in case we can't be around. Yeah, definitely don't pull on the chain.
I'm looking to probably like gain my own starship, so like not a big one, just so like a small one.
Well, pleasure.
The one I'm
What is it called? I'll take one of those.
I'm good. Bye.
Oh.
Well, goodbye.
Hey, Mr. Dexter! Good to see you!
For now, I'm just reviewing a few things with the medical document responses, just to freshen up a bit.
Thank you.
Okay, good.
I had one, but it was like, think of it like a RV in space. That's kind of
Oh, yes, it's right here.
Huh? Mr. Silver's still around?
No, it's still
Higgs, don't fill the fork full of chairs! Oh no!
What do you do?
Hold on, we gotta go stop a cowboy! No, we just have to stop Higgs from filling the fork full of chairs. Oh, there you are.
I have awoken.
Also a dreadnought.
Oh.
Ow. He's gonna be dropped off in the front of the, from what it looks like, dropped off in front of the shores by one of their ships. So go look at him yourself.
Oh. Oh. Oh, whoa. That looks intense. Mr. Rook.
You would see he has the whole 9 yards, scorch marks, dents. Some of these Eternals are a little fucked.
Oh.
There was minor repairs done, but not a lot.
Okay. Can we even, maybe... just might need a bit of mending. A lot of mending.
Marks, dents, some of the Eternals are fucked. There was minor repairs done, but not a lot.
Okay. So, I mean, mechanics?
Yep.
It was a fucking war. This shit is strong.
Yeah, we're not really surprised. But...
Alright.
Are they gone?
Taking a look. Let's see what the major damage is. Start working on that.
Alright.
Fuck you, Hearn.
The major damages are the Internals.
Okay. I'm gonna have to open.
Is there more coming in? I heard expect wounded.
Yeah. Expect more. We know more people went out there.
Understood.
Okay.
How far are they behind?
We're going to need mechanical
Titan might actually be helpful to help these help leader.
Yes, it would be.
Well, let's let you do her.
Wrong panel? Okay.
So Jojo, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Jojo!
Under the front, okay.
Huh. Okay, they're coming back!
Alright then.
They're coming in. Alright.
I realized something stupid, by the way. I was on the wrong audio setting for my comms. And I just realized that.
Better late than never.
It do be. And there's the flux. Nice idea.
That's probably them showing up.
Alright. Lathos, you want to give me a hand here? I've been teaching you a little bit. Let's try to have a few replacement wires here. Probably not enough. Probably have to replace some with nanite regeneration. Okay, let's see.
I was totally nay-nayed before people come back from mission wounded. How dare?
As much as I can.
How many were you expecting?
I'm not sure. Not sure.
It's alright.
So about possibly 8 wounded. Got it.
Understood.
Thanks. Some more equipment.
Well, I mean, I'm not medical, but at least I'll take the medical.
If anyone needs carried, definitely need your help there.
Yeah,
Indeed.
I'm hoping June can fix the internals enough that it can walk, because we're not pushing this thing.
Agreed.
For now.
At least enough.
Again, I don't know. I mean, y'all get a pretty smart idea. Like, go run the bishop workshop, grab one of his books or whatever, and start kind of do a sermon on the train. Maybe that would get me start work.
I don't know how to do a sermon for his religion. I'll leave that to Bishop.
I'm just not here. I sort of...
Some cybernetics.
Alright. I can try. I know somewhat about his religion.
Do you worship his god?
No.
Or gods?
But like, worship is worship. That's my philosophy.
Yes, I can't argue with that.
So now we wait for them to come back, yes?
I forgot that it's called that. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, again, our closest thing to a religious figure, but also like worship God that like no one else.
No, I remember those.
And we should expect to deal with plenty of bullets. A lot of them, a lot.
So what exactly happened, Evan Flo? Were you there?
So where's the medical room? Hi, we got someone.
Oh, they're here, Dan.
Oh. There. Oh.
You do realize I'm not dying, right?
Aries, for the love of God, slow down!
What a fucking time it is, huh?
It's one of those nights, yes.
Hi, Betty.
Pretty good. Pretty good. Aside from, you know, all this shit. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Okay, you got it.
God.
Hey.
Omega.
Alright.
I know Aries is carrying someone. I don't know who, but someone.
Miss Dillon. Oh.
Got her.
Oh.
My God, he's carrying them out.
Alright, over here.
Put them down. Put them down.
Okay.
Over here.
Put them down.
Alright, how many bullets are we dealing with?
I don't know. It was a mixture of bullets and plasma. I tried my best to avoid them.
We understand exactly how that is.
That's for sure.
It's mainly my
scan how many are stuck in.
Alright, we got one more coming in.
Alright.
I'll take that one.
Alright.
Alright, I'm gonna check for more.
Alright. Let's start getting bullets out.
Alright, how are you two doing? You need an immediate pension?
3?
9.
Not immediate,
Ooh,
but
okay. Okay.
I'm doing better being at least some more people.
My adrenaline is pumping a lot.
I don't know.
Okay. I'm gonna
My arm up pretty bad. The worst was
apply some pain numbing foam. It's just gonna feel a bit weird and tingly, and then I'm going to pull out the
Getting this out.
Very good. It happens a lot more than
Oh.
We assume you got...
up pretty bad, but mostly just some burning.
Alright, no bullet wounds in?
a bit less because you have pain though.
Really would have deflect mostly with my armor.
Perfect. Okay. Humans. Focus on the burns first, and then deal with that bruising as best we can. Can't do too much though.
The arms and legs. I know it hurts like a bitch. You got this. I'm not an engineer, unfortunately. The shoulder's twisted. Is it organic shoulder or mechanical? The right shoulder, the meat shoulder. Oh. The mechanical one is also a little stiff. Just a temporary for now to ensure time to patch myself up. Explosives. You got this. There's a giant mech thing that fired an explosive around real close to where I was. I mean, good news. I think Harry's kicked him in the dick or something. He kind of just fucked off.
If they're still gonna be sore, we can see about actually. You can add some aloe vera for those burns.
You got this. You're a champ. 3, 2, 1.
Dagger.
I mean, it's new. Oh dear.
Pain's a bitch. Pain's a bitch.
Right, this might feel slimy, but it should do work. They have a whole aloe thing peeled. And where's the worst burn here?
Let's go around and see who can.
Probably my arms.
Alright. And they just take the leaf and just start slathering it on the arms. Cold and slimy, but does a very good job.
I think I got this one covered.
I didn't give you the best one this time.
That.
Do you need assistance with ebb and flow?
Should be alright. We're just putting some aloe. One of the plants over on that table over there, we pulled it out. There's a couple leaves that we cut up, so if anyone needs burn treatment, feel free to slather that on just straight from the leaf.
Understood. Seems like most people are in here for now.
You'll be fine.
Let's take that easy. Let's this way.
Because those plants might happen involuntarily and I might actually stab you. Okay.
I already got treated, but it was pretty bad, so. Here, let me take the,
Do you still have a burning sensation on the
How you doing, Mega?
yeah, it's pretty crispy.
Tack thankfully got off the shrapnel out me, so I'm doing alright.
That's good. Stitch anything up, or should we do some magic?
If you could, like, all around, just simple healing. Still sore all over, basically.
Yeah, it would have been really bad.
It burns.
Thankfully not. I'm quite fire resistant.
Oh, perfect. We'll save up some of the aloe plants then. Alright, then actually soreness. Just do that. Good berry. Yeah, feel free to grab one of these. It should at least help with the pain. It doesn't work so much for healing.
Yeah.
What is it?
Good berry. Magical. Yep.
Alright.
That should help for now.
It's at least good for pain relief. Witch Marcel, if you'd like a good berry.
Thank you for your help, Waffles.
There you go.
Thanks, Waffles.
I'm glad Mrs. Shore has good healers. Yeah, I'm so glad about that.
Let me try.
Soaking the bandages and back to the closest I can get to that.
Yeah.
Use the leaf of aloe vera.
How are we doing over here?
They're
Need
okay.
anything?
We just had to remove some of their charred flesh, but they're good
Oh.
now.
Alright.
Don't worry, don't worry.
Alright. If you need any aloe or anything like that, we have the plant over there. We cut up some leaves, so... It's a little slimy, but it definitely helps.
Indeed.
Hello, Miss Lena.
One thing I will say about... What? Oh.
Everyone taken care of?
One thing I will say about treating burns first is make sure you stop the burning sensation first. I'd say apply a nice, clean, cool towel onto the burned area. Once the burning stops, make sure to disinfect it and apply the aloe to prevent any further injury.
They should be from the burn stand. I did what I did with you. I removed their charred flesh and I added some back to the test. Because, I hope you know, right? Normally, removing charred flesh is a bad idea, right?
Okay.
Yeah,
Right?
we'll be fine.
You know, I know, normally it is because it, you know, raises the
How fucked is Rook? I don't know.
doing alright, or just sleeping. Or something that forms skin layer, so.
She's been taken care of. Looks...
Yeah, that explains why Chunky was missing when I woke up. That's
yeah,
looks like we got wrapped up, so...
I didn't expect they were going out. I didn't expect any of that. I was halfway to Jupiter by the time Natalia let me know something was happening here.
How it tends to go. Heal.
I'm just glad that you'll send me to help with this.
Again.
Always nice being able to help. Kind of help.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah, no problem. Anything else?
Yeah, for the moment, I'm gonna have Matrix scan around for any more light energy, try to kill off any pockets.
Alright.
Thank you.
The majority signal, which was Radagast, doesn't seem to be even on this plane anymore.
Okay.
I don't know what Harry's did, but he did something that caused him and his entire world.
He's too close.
Got you.
Including the hell demons.
That's also why you probably won't have permanent nerve damage. Although I'm not sure about that.
Demons, right. You're in the cones, but that's the one thing that didn't die down, was the Argent.
Got to use my holy sword again.
Well, at least the group at one.
We had Argent?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh,
that could have demons.
Okay.
To be honest.
They were definitely working with Radagast.
Ow. Literally. Okay. I suppose the abyss in this case.
I'll try to remember. Some of the tapes I saw.
Please. Focus on resting up first.
Didn't really look like Slade, but was a bit more bulky than her.
If we need, we'll try to help. We can at least get the memory better.
Oh, good now. I can't remember her name, but she helped with the arm. Yeah. And, Dan
Just Lamardo, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome.
Meat parts.
I really, okay, but maybe like Wednesday, maybe we should get like Dan to do like a medical lesson about treating burns. Because that seems like something people should know at this point. How many times you have people coming in with like
He does want to be doing more of those, so yes, we'll do that.
I mean, I got most of my face burnt off, so that was fun.
Oh yeah. Because I
Have to clean up, have some aloe.
Some damage
already done.
Yeah.
Good.
Slice off like charred flesh, and that's not going to be good.
Right.
Yeah, I got 2 rounds of magic healing and the aloe, so.
Yeah.
Should.
Yeah. Either pseudo or magic. Always works for doing
And he and his entire army vanished, just veiled. Which is why I honestly think he hit him in the dick or something. That's got the answer, but you know, that's what I
asked. It wasn't there.
The fuck kid, I guess, in the dick?
It was?
Aries. Was not.
Revenge! Oh yeah, revenge!
Wait, who what?
Ares?
Oh wait, now I know what you're referencing.
Ares hit Ragas somewhere very hard, and
Oh, lovely.
it hurt him and he bailed.
Okay.
It was the parts, and you said no, so.
Mm.
Damn it.
I mean, I'm not saying
I was gonna
don't
say
hit him there
revenge
if you
for
see
me
him
because
again, but.
Ragas kicked me in the dick.
I have to find out where.
I'm not
I have
saying
to find
don't
out
if you
where
see
he
him
hid
again.
him.
Just,
I'll say
I think you mentioned
curious at this point.
under the helmet or something.
The neck,
By the
maybe.
way, I'm going to have
That would make sense
Matrix.
for a sort of weak point.
I'm going to be having Matrix continue scans for blight energy and origins. Keep monitors on it.
Fingers,
There's
please,
still
attach.
some
energy over at Quincy that day.
Yeah, that area is
Take a good berry and set it
completely
on the side table here.
I'm glad the guild had you, Mingus. God knows
If it
I.
wasn't for Ezreal,
In case you like it for some pain, good berry.
we may not have been able to take on that.
No, yeah, Dad gave me some painkillers, but I'll hang on to those for
Oh,
later.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Italia was reconning something at Jupiter. They came from there.
I see.
Where'd Mr. Aries go?
That was what his interest was with Jupiter.
Oh. Oh, sorry. Yeah, we're fine. Everyone's stable in there. Except... Yeah. Where'd Mr. Aries go? Was he injured? Or Mr. Roderick?
He's right outside.
Alright, thank you.
He just needs some mental. They're all at the table right outside there.
Thank you.
Yes,
Alright.
that would be.
Don't be talking about his holes in public.
What
are you doing?
You both alright?
Who's doing talking about his holes? Stop talking about his holes. That's weird.
Need any mending, healing? Either of you two?
I cannot tell if anyone's talking anymore now.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm done healing.
You doing good, Emco?
Okay. Yes, everyone's alright in there.
Bisev, I made an achievement. I accidentally punched a robot so hard I sent him to a different plane of existence. On accident! It was on accident, I promise! I didn't mean to do it!
Mr. Aries,
Don't use
never tell people that sort of thing is an accident. It makes for a great story.
I definitely did. I
Well, no,
punched
that
him
makes it-
so
that
hard,
that makes it more
I
badass
sent him out
because
of the
it means-
material.
No, it means that he wasn't even trying, so it's even more badass.
Wait, by that logic, does that mean I de-atomized him? Holy
Did you
shit.
kick Radagast? You punch Radagast in the dick?
Potentially.
No, I did not. He did not have
Let's
one.
see how it's going to turn out.
If he
Does
did, I would do
Radagast
it.
have a? Why
I was
would
gonna say
why would he need that?
I'm a little nervous about it.
Why would he need that?
I don't think he can comprehend the whole idea that, you know, if he gets punched in the dick, that means I'm punching him in the groin. I think he's like, oh no, you're hitting me in the waist. I think that's what he would kind of like
Why
think
would
about it
why
as.
would a synthetic need a dick?
I would not. I do not want to answer that question. I do not want to answer that question. Anyway,
Fine, whatever. Doesn't matter.
the important part is I fucking atomized him, baby.
I say we're almost closing, so I guess it depends. And if it's actually him.
I saw something like really yellow glowing underneath. Like when I punched him, I saw him like lean his helmet up, and I saw something.
Don't know if she's
glowing, like,
leaving, because she's kind of like in bed.
I leaned my, and then like I still had the momentum carrying my arm, and I saw it. I leaned my arm all the way back, and I hit him with the lunar eclipse punch right in the fucking neck.
The old haymaker.
You done discombobulated him.
I hit him.
I break on Yeah, they actually asked me to help on that. Fell a bit longer.
Yeah, I want to help with you.
Alright, fuck
Of course,
it.
my friend.
Okay, we'll go.
Will be enough for me.
I didn't really know it was happening. Galdier kind of just asked me to go with Vale, man. I did, so.
Hey, I still remember that fucking me, you, and Evan Flo were sitting by that fucking campfire.
Yes.
In court. Holy fuck.
Hang old memory. Hang old nice one.
Hey, it's the least I can do is fucking try and help out against Radagast, you know. Cole was my friend.
Some days I do miss the old, like,
that door so that you guys can come in.
He's in charge.
That would be preferable.
I was a general. It's starting to get a bonfire out here.
Did she get you? If you wanted to get around back, there's up and around. If you want to get back to the shack. Sorry, we can't help otherwise.
My show ADS, the small ones are coming anyways to come and gather me.
Alright.
There's actually should be if you
Yes, we were telling.
go around the fencing over here, you can.
Yes, that one was telling me.
The chibis will get them.
In
Alright.
charge of an entire.
Thank you for the help, Mr. Rook.
Yeah, they figured out
Hey, girl.
that the chibis are also apparently coming to go repair.
Mr. Keith.
The Old Republic is apocrypha. Times change and legends are made. Times cannot use those legends to judge
Feeling better, send me a message and I'll fill you in on the details.
Are you going to the beach?
I heard you're bringing. Yeah, Lotus is having staff members go to the beach again.
That's good.
It's a
Have
weird
fun.
time for it, but I suppose it's
I'm looking for a break. I think everyone needs sort of an R&R.
They really do. They really do.
I mean, I know, but it just feels weird.
Considering
to
everything
do
that's been going
that
on,
when,
I agree.
like, you know, I did hear enough. Sachi's missing. It is kind of weird.
Hey, there's two guys that want to drink. I don't know who I should.
That one's not fully public.
I can do it. I'm staff.
What?
Oh, okay.
Taking my leave.
Yeah.
Have a good one, Roderick. We'll catch up later.
Yeah, I'll catch up with you in a bit.
Thank you, Miss June.
Bye, Patty.
Let me know if you guys need anything, okay? CP
Of
on
course.
the line.
Thank you.
Gotcha.
Take it easy, Roderick. Heal up alright, okay?
I'm not. Look,
I'm assuming you want an explanation for that one.
I do not want you to feel
Where are you guys going?
Or just like a non-stressful causing one for explanations.
And maybe there's some things you want that you
I'll leave that to my clockwork self to worry about.
Yeah.
Later, Mr. Wendell.
because
Being a tense case being kept quiet is what I'll say. I don't know how successful that's gonna be.
There's your third one? Yeah. The last thing. How much is that? Alright.
Okay, well, I sort of feel like I understand why now.
Do we need to pay for it or?
Let's see, so.
Oh, sorry.
Everyone's just resting in there at the moment.
Okay, good. Everyone's stepping out now. This is too close. Again.
Just let you know that the beach and graveyard areas are clear.
Thank you.
We saw marching in our patrols, but there was more to it than just that.
Apparently so,
Apparently it was
demons.
two forces fighting. Yeah.
With each other? Or against each other?
Against each other.
Mm.
Everyone was calling it the war zone.
Right. Okay.
The Adventurous Guild isn't really outfitted to stop incursions from space. Not trying to sound rude, but
No, definitely not. Especially, there are demons involved?
they use Argent to get around from time to time with certain units.
Checking in.
Leftover energy creates rifts. They come through.
Right. I know people are working on this, and so are we, eventually. Just harder when we can't use most of our magic.
Is she okay?
Yeah. She's out like a light. Yeah.
Alright.
He's gonna stick around in case of nightmares.
Yeah. I'll notify Fable as well.
Thank you.
Hold on a sec.
Let's get everyone else.
Clean that
Put it
off
out,
the face.
should be
Yep,
alright.
the area's clear. So,
Thank you, Mr. Link.
very good proposing.
So, enlighten me. Whose ass am I putting my boot in for constantly wanting to ask Hound questions even though we've given them their answers? Who?
Mortem.
Oh, okay, I'll let you put the boot in his ass, never mind.
He understands it's his subordinates, they're not communicating.
Oh, okay. Yeah, what's up?
Communication.
So does that mean Mortem has to put his boot up his subordinates ass at that point?
Why are they looking at the Ion?
What?
Asking me questions about the type of person I am. Where they can find him easiest.
That's ominous.
Huh.
I have speculation, but that's me being paranoid, I'd say.
I mean, usually our paranoia is fucking right, unfortunately.
It's oddly convenient within 24 to 48 hours after him saying that he is going to speak with Nemesis. Something which is usually lead to orbital strike. Jason's asking about him and his location.
Oh. Great.
Someone be knocking on the door.
It's
I know. Knocking on the door.
Sure.
We shouldn't be having a full conversation here with her sleeping.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should probably give her some rest.
Indeed.
We might need to step out soon and make sure a bonfire doesn't get out of control either.
Yeah, just let her rest.
And thank you for your help, Mingus.
What?
Alright.
Arya, what are you up to?
Oh.
Oh,
Come on.
There. Understood. You two had a good birthday?
Yeah. Went to an amusement park for a bit.
Good.
It's nice.
Was it Grid's amusement park?
No. We honestly don't even know if it's up and running still.
Last time I recently saw it was, but it's been some months ago.
It's what gave us the thought, though.
Alright, well, is there anything else that's need to be done here?
We
I'm
should
just
be
gonna head
alright.
home or somewhere.
If there's nothing else, I'll be right back.
Mhm.
I'll be back here a bit later.
And we'll be in comms in case anyone needs anything. We're just gonna make sure that bonfire stays alright. Alright.
I'll be sure to check upon comms when needed.
Bonfire?
Bonfire?
Mr. and Hamsky invited us to the Meat Rack beach day.
You all have a good one there. I'll probably just pass out later tonight.
In command. That was weird. And...
I mean, we're not stopping you from seeing this as well.
We'll save that for parties.
Oh, come on. I heard you two practicing earlier.
Oh, yes. We got it out.
whole planet they live on.
Alright, who is...
God, what was it? Am I stupid? Am I being stupid right now? Here's the philosophy. I am being stupid.
Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
I know. I don't know if there's like another role that's not like a group specific. What am I trying to think of? And I am just being an idiot. Okay.
Omega, what exactly did Ares do to you?
Punched in the side. There's a weak point in the side he was able to get at.
Yeah, so I did punch you in the dick. Got it. Revenge for my balls.
You can't defend forever. Your guard will fail. Right?
Revenge
for my dick. But when you are attacked, you are allowed to attack.
What I was gonna say was, yes, I'm gonna probably have
can't subscribe
I need
to
to
that
summon a
whole
character
philosophy in its entirety.
Yeah, just any character.
I'm gonna head off. Bye-bye.
Yep, later.
To defend the most people.
We'll play more Fallout 76, basically. Stay well.
Later.
Bye-bye, Catty Pack. You're cool.
Gotta...
Hey.
Hey. I read last time had to read Burns one when it got updated.
Last thing to say that the force is only to attack.
I'll see you, Dan.
Oh god. Hey, okay, gotta go. See you later.
For this one.
Huh?
Wait, hold on. Just because Radagast is done, there is still going to be HVT attacks because there's still units around, but that'll be it. No, like Radagast showing up himself.
Got it. Okay.
Just because I remember I said that for everyone, so I'm still going to do that for the HVTs.
Okay. Sounds good.
So I'll organize a day for you with you and Clink to do it.
Okay. Cool, cool, cool. I'll see you later.
I'm gonna take.
Go in? No, I'm gonna go in this for a bit. 5 minutes before. I'll tell you when.
Whoa. Yep, that's a bit smoky. Hi.
Welcome.
Hi.
Welcome to beach night.
We might be done.
Just in time, Ludwig and I are leaving.
Aww.
Yep, at 8
We had to heal some people.
I'm about to do something really big.
Wait, what? Really?
I was allowed. At 8:55, I have something that from the Acme Corporation to drop on this thing.
Oh. Yeah, this is big. Mm. Hi.
And I'm business we need to go attend to.
Yes, unfortunately, it appears I am being dragged away for the time being.
Boo.
I gotta go. I gotta head out. Blow something up for me, if you don't mind.
We'll try.
Sorry.
Also, I might have accidentally hit this one with lightning. It makes it kind of bad.
Oh no.
I told you
Don't
to get away from
split
me
this
when
room,
I
let's
did.
just open.
I told you. I said I'm going to back up from this, and I summoned the funny storm, and apparently it was not good.
Oh.
That wasn't my fault. That was not my fault.
Oh, Fleece's fault. I got drunk.
Always everybody else's fault when they get drunk.
Walk me out.
My
Meet
elbow
you.
hurts.
Goodbye, everyone. I'll see you soon.
Busy. Yeah, we had to do some healing when people got back, so that's why we were late.
Yeah, Mr. Kildare was telling me that there's some rumblings happening in the woods around Misty. Is everyone fine?
That's good. Way better than we were last time we had to deal with Radagast. Everyone was, like, almost everyone was still walking afterwards. Mistillin spending the night in the bay. It's definitely better than it was, but apparently there was some sort of war going on. Not looking forward to that.
No. Another war, of course.
At least they seem to
By
be
the
fighting
way,
each other.
I don't know if you... That's good. I don't know if you know about this, but, was at the Sweet Bloom yesterday. Yara was there. Uncloaked. On full display. Working.
Working? Like, making coffee?
Got a photo, I can send it to you later. Apparently he was covering a shift for Mr. Chris. Until they get, people to replace them.
This is really weird, but at the same time, well, people aren't dying. So...
It makes me question why something about this doesn't sit right with me. Something seems fucky. I don't trust it.
Well, of course it seems fucky because it's against the norm for everything else going around. I mean, it is weird. Don't get us wrong, it is weird. But at least with everything else that was said, there's the start of something that's not killing, so we're kind of holding on to what we can.
I suppose. I mean,
And if Mr. Roderick is calling him father-in-law, that's saying a lot towards...
Technically. Roderick is wishy-washy with his definition, because one day he's on board with the idea of murdering the man, the next day he's on board with making peace with him. I'm gonna say this very plainly. The man's got his head in the pussy clouds.
Which is fair. But again, it's the route where people aren't getting murdered constantly, so... Oh, hi, Mr. Allen.
I'm going home, but y'all have a good one.
Oh, good to see you. Sorry we missed you.
No, you're good. Happy to see you.
Take it easy, Mr. Allen. Just so you are aware, because this is probably going to be playing a part more with this. Leaving because I'm going on trial.
Oh, with the scouts?
Oh god. Oh, it's getting much worse.
Oh. Smoke? There's a lot of smoke!
There's a lot of smoke. Yeah, cover your face if you want to.
Yeah, it's okay. Prestidigitation.
Okay. I'm gonna go to the ship. That's not supposed to be there.
Yes, you go to the ship and I'll be there in a minute.
I'm gonna go to the ship. I'll see you there.
It'll be fine. The worst case scenario, I'm removed completely. Best case scenario, nothing changes.
That's a really big difference.
It is. You know, I haven't been on that ship since all that started, by the way.
I've been, staying on Red Ship, that ship you saw me on last. She was kind enough to lend it to me. For the time being, essentially making it a home away from home, if I so desire to use it as such.
Well, if they're having a trial for you, that makes sense. You wouldn't just be wandering around as if nothing is wrong. So that's...
True. But I also have access to comms.
Thank you so much, Bishop!
Restricted in any manner. After that, outside of...
How's your stream? Oh, poor Rook.
Leaving to go anywhere without a chaperone of some kind, but I'll be honest with you, I've done that a few times now. I'm no threat to anyone. Not right now, at least.
I know.
Again, I'm not going to jail. I'm not. Well, I mean, I think I am. I hadn't considered the idea, to be honest with you. I would find it funny, admittedly, if they were to sentence me to jail while the captain still has his lover in the room with him.
We know what you mean.
But I'm not going to mention that can of worms. Whatever happens is whatever happens at this point. It is what it is. On the plus side, though, if I'm removed from scouts, it gives me more free time to do things for myself.
I guess so. Is that how you wanted that to happen?
I don't want any of this to happen, to be perfectly honest with you. Actually, that brings up a question. What about with Misty? Have you all come to a decision?
Not yet, not officially.
What about unofficially? We know there's a lot of nuance needed. It's mostly the fact that we haven't really been able to get together as a group and talk about it. Everyone's been so busy. I understand that.
Maybe seeing how things played out afterwards and getting a sense is what people need to maybe make a more well-rounded decision. No, not so much that, just... It's really hard to make proper decisions when everyone is so going 100 million miles an hour in their own heads.
That is true.
Having at least a little time to process and slow down might be good for everybody in this case.
Maybe. But it seems like I'm being summoned.
Okay. Good luck.
Come here.
It'll be okay.
I know. I know it will.
Let's go get some rest. Shady Cove? What?
Okay, he's coming back, he's coming back.
Huh? Well, what do we miss?
What'd he say?
The answer to your burning questions.
Oh.
Yeah. They like who they like.
Oh.
Pen.
And then they thought I was hitting on them.
Oh.
I understand.
Oh. Is someone trying to play matchmaker?
No, I was gonna ask if Hamsky was gay or not. And apparently
Oh. Wasn't Mr. Hamsky and Mr. Boyd?
was straight.
Yeah, I thought that's why I was gay.
They said when I
I think I was asking if he's gonna try to date Sakota because he's always around Sakota whenever she's around. So that's what I was gonna ask.
Wait, there was a hit on the police scanners apparently while I was talking to him.
It's sort of like gentle, like,
we should
you know,
probably get
peeking
ready to
type.
scatter.
It's kind of
Oh.
like a librarian with the glasses.
Oh. It's getting already.
Maybe
Wait.
he's into librarians.
We thought this place was just abandoned.
Well, it's
Yeah, but we
definitely abandoned
burned it
now.
down with
The only thing living there was dust bunnies, roaches, and rats.
Maybe a hobo, but we don't know. We never checked for the hobos.
Wait, what?
And fire.
I'm sure there weren't any hobos in there.
There were no hobos in there.
Okay.
There were no.
We hope the poor rats got out. We have a lot of friends that are rats. Rats are very wise.
Safer than the waterfront district.
They're very smart, yes.
We've had like really in-depth conversations with rats.
Oh, good.
They're very existential.
What's the weirdest thing you've talked to if you talk to rats?
The weirdest thing we've talked to?
Weirdest thing.
Huh. We once talked to... Oh, right. We once did negotiations with the Mosquito Guild. Or technically Mosquito Union.
The mosquito?
Yeah.
Mosquitoes have a union?
At least the ones in the area that we were doing a camping trip. We negotiated with them so they wouldn't bite us, and we provided them with some food.
Unionized. Oh.
Whoa.
You know that they're all bloodsuckers.
Whoa!
They're blood-sucking
Whoa!
parasites, but they unionized. Everything I know about this world has been shattered.
Oh, that's...
Sometimes when people join, they don't see the gasoline.
Oh, yeah. Oh, now we see it.
You see everything?
Yep.
Especially.
We did that. You happy? Proud of us?
Well, you're not hurting anybody and it's abandoned, so we're glad for that. Also, we will be proud of you if you tell us where the s'mores are.
That way.
Perfect.
Yeah, where's the s'mores? Did we eat all of them?
Oh, here.
I can make more.
Oh.
Here.
Oh, thank you. Whoa.
Oh wow, he's playing the Columbo.
Whoa.
Out again.
So where's the... Oh, there's nothing on the stick. Wait.
Oh.
Be wary.
Okay, got it.
CPD might show up soon, so be prepared to scatter.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I'm ready to flee.
Yeah. We'll just... It's okay, we can...
Do I have the people ready to pick me up and move? Hold on, take the book.
Yeah. Oh. Oh.
Be careful. Indigo's about to drop a giant anvil on the building.
Oh, there it is! Whoa!
God,
Nice.
this thing's
Ow.
huge. Why does he have such a big anvil?
Size matters.
And there's the rest of the building.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Everything's burning.
Wow.
Hey, get a picture of me.
Whoa.
Come on, man, let's go. Let's fucking go. Come on, let's get you out of here.
Hey, they're just shooting in the sky. We're okay.
Okay, for God's sake.
Just keep coming this way. Just go. Just coming. I'm okay with getting caught.
Whoa. Go, 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 go. Never skip leg day.
Just reconvene in a different area.
Got it.
We're back at the meat rack.
If you guys want to meet at the meat rack, you can.
Oh god.
Scatter.
I'll be there shortly. I'm running from the cops. Meet Rack Beach Day.
Damn, he
Whoa, ow, ow, ow! Careful! Sorry, we're not that fast.
That direction.
At least we got once more in.
We can.
Everybody, hold ladder. I got you.
Anyone want up? 27 flow. Would you like to climb up?
Okay. Hey,
Alright, here we go.
Whoa! Whoa!
Alright, sorry, I didn't expect that.
Here we go. Come on.
Damn.
Thank you. Come on.
They're Hipsy! Go! Right, get Robin. I don't. Robin, step up here. Get Robin.
Oh, this is not exactly.
Come on.
Step on my
leg, damn it.
This bush feels pretty safe.
Okay. I have a broken arm. Here, I'll help too. You need another step? Up and over.
Oh, God. Ah, shit, I hit the propeller going out. Give me a moment. Dang it. Alright, looks like a...
Thank you.
I mean, gee, I wonder if I blew up and dropped a giant anvil on a Kmart, on a Walmart. Come here.
I was.
Oh.
Fine, give me a bit.
I was trying to push that.
Oh, it's got intense. Suppose we expected that.
I don't see them.
Oh.
Oh.
Cards down.
Yeah, cards down.
Cards down.
I'm glad I was here for this. Amazing. Woo! Woo!
There we go, I got him.
Okay. Ran in the other direction.
That was fun. That was very fun.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Fucking burnt down a building for 2 hours.
Oh, I'm so sad I missed most of it, but oh my god. that was great. I got my s'more. That's all I needed.
Yes, that's important. Scatter.
I got the scatter. That's all I needed in my life.
I could die happy now.
Alright, I gotta... Whoa, fuck! What the shit? Oh, I didn't get to fuck. Oh, man. Wait. I need... Where's my...
I gave him a bone, so he's calmed down for now, but he's
Let's get it.
Nope, he's whining.
Fuck you, Walmart. Fuck off.
We're gonna get sued IRL. Your customer service sucks.
Actually, I need the Angie one. That's what I need.
That's fair.
Ugh.
Why doesn't your McDonald's have a fucking ice cream machine? Fuck
Yeah, what the shit?
I love you very much. I love you very much.
Let's get the actual.
I fucking failed. As soon as I saw the cops, I was like, nope.
Yes!
Oh my god, that's so fucking metal.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Do it again.
Turned around, saw what looked like a fucking kill squad marching towards us and just fucking
get the one.
screamed.
Oh, you're screaming at yourself because it comes back, like...
Yeah, I have collision set on it. Yeah, fuck!
Sorry, I didn't see that you joined, so I forgot to fucking. I didn't hit the thing. I don't have any syncing. I just hit it when I see people join.
Oh, it's fine.
So I'm just like,
No problem. Hi. Okay, I gotta go do thingies. But
no.
I know I gotta go. I gotta go be like an adult and shit. Hey, Amsky, thanks for inviting me. I wish I. Oh, that was great. I don't care. It was a long.
Shit, I was muted. Yeah, it was fun.
That was great.
I'm sad you were late, but.
Yeah, this is great though. Alright, I gotta go do shit. But you all are wonderful. I shall see you later.
No.
I miss you already. Ah, fuck. Ah, no. Alright, chat. I gotta end the stream real quick and do a thing. Thank you all so much for joining me. Who can I send y'all to? I can't see shit. There we go. I will. Wolfie, I love you. I will send you to who's doing yeah, how dare. I'm gonna send you to Ran. I don't get to raid Ran very often. Raga, I love you too. Till next time, y'all stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Appreciate you. Bye.
$1.